What was that about him?
He's a sponsor.
Oh,
so
he
it's
is.
just
Okay.
like, what was it? We're on. All right, welcome to day 2, draw 6, I think, of the Madtown Doubledown here in lovely Madison, Wisconsin. Sponsored to you by Leinenkugels beer. Leinenkugels, nothing says breakfast like Leinenkugels. I'm joined this morning by the lovely and talented Sydney Schmoose, two-time club national champion.
Yes, 2-time. Good morning.
Yeah, excellent. So we'll be here. Our feature match for the day is Corey Christensen and John Schuster versus M. Good and Matt Guy out of Seattle.
Something big is coming to Floors for Less.
Stop into Floors for Less today for huge savings.
Superior quality options at affordable prices. We buy products directly from the factory, so our prices provide giant savings for all your flooring needs. Plus, we have warranties ranging from 25 years to lifetime. Stop in and visit our showrooms in Madison and Broadhead.
Floors for Less, your floor saving giant.
We really care about your floors.
All right, we're on. We're on for sure this time.
I didn't think it was that short. The 401.
I don't know if you got any of that first stuff, but it's the Madtown Doubledown Day 2, brought to you by Leinenkugels beer. I'm joined this morning by Sydney Schmoose, 2-time club national
I
champion.
massage that.
And our
I
feature
keep
match for the
massaging
morning
it.
is
Line's
John
good. Yep.
Schuster and Corey
Yeah, I think
Christensen
so.
versus M. Good and Matt Guy out of
Think so,
Seattle.
yep.
Support.
Yeah, you gotta go for it though.
We'll bring you
Take a look now.
shot-by-shot analysis. We'll have some quips,
I think it's good, Mac.
some stories.
Whoa.
It'll be a great broadcast
All
this
right,
morning.
We're awake, so that's
Nice
good.
scrub.
Yeah.
It's a good start to the
I
day.
have coffee. Sid, did you have some earlier, or are you not a
did.
coffee
I-
person?
A little bit of water and some coffee.
All right,
yeah,
that's good.
Got it both. Hydrate.
That's good.
I took a.
That's good. Excellent. We have mics on the players. We're having an issue with Corey's, so you get a lot of John Schuster. We'll have the dump button ready.
Mine's good. Line's really good. As long as you don't bounce, line's perfect. No bounce on this line, though. Good scrub, Core. Hi, girl.
Mike, I was watching yesterday, and it seemed like it was pretty fast
Like a
out
three?
here. Most people weren't
Huh?
used to it.
Three guard?
I think
Looks
so,
like they're
yeah. They have a pretty good
adapting.
angle, so.
Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, yeah. I think the ice was
Four
super
would be your
fast
draw,
yesterday. I
so
think we
let's
were
say
getting
20.
12, yeah.
14-2 on some of the draws, which
Yeah, definitely.
equates to about 25 second.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So pretty
Seemed
quick.
Like back gate was the way to everybody had.
I got a
for a
9.
while.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
think
wait. I'll clean it.
the ice was a hair
it's
straighter
fine.
than I
Think
think
it's
they're
still
maybe
free.
Keep
used
it
to.
walking.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Starting to curl. Whoa, over and off.
you know, they're throwing it kind of anticipating a little more curl, maybe taking a little weight off. I don't know for sure. But these are a lot of these
Yeah, tuck behind
elite
a little
players
bit's fine.
should be able to
Bounce
dial
it.
that in.
Right.
Some maybe dialed it in a little slower than others, and maybe that's why some of them are on the B side or the C side already. But
Right.
I mean, it's the same sheet, same ice for everybody. So
Yep. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
yeah, we'll
Even
see.
if I just were to hit on the nose and double peel, our top two are still not. I mean, it's not great.
Man, John just blows those speakers right out, doesn't he? Turn. Not a quiet guy.
So he's going for
Yeah, I'm gonna throw enough there. If our rocks move around a little bit.
the double guard takeout.
Oh, just
Gonna come with a lot of weight, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It's like good guys already sitting 1-2,
Yep.
so they got to do something about that.
Yeah.
They don't have hammer,
Whoa.
but I don't think they want to give up a 3 here in the first
no,
end.
That
sorry,
would be
my bad.
okay. Probably not what he's looking for.
We are on Daily Motion if you're watching on
Oh,
the
he's got a
World
curl.
Curling Tour channel, but we are also on YouTube today. on the Madison Curling Club YouTube channel. So if you want to check us out there, go ahead and do that. We do have the chat open, so if you want to holler at us via chat, give us a shout out, a question to the booth. We'll be happy to talk about that today. We have a whopping 3 viewers right now on the YouTube channel. I noticed Daily Motion doesn't have a viewer count, but which is kind of sad, or at least not in the moment. But that's all
that
right.
number is high, I'm sure.
I was watching the web stream last night, and I think for the I think we have one channel for the whole weekend. It's not like game by game by game.
Oh, okay.
But it was up over like 600 views.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
That's
I
pretty
was
good.
watching yesterday, not last night, but
That's all right.
Well, I was gonna run the L anyways. I think it's smart to play this.
well, good guys set up for a.
You always got to be sure we
Nice.
don't clip this.
Hey,
Oh
good.
wait, you said they have hammer, right?
Good guy has hammer, I think I
Okay.
saw. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. There's four rocks left on both sides. So yeah, I think they won the draw of the button.
Either way, they hit and roll. They're most ever getting 3. They hit it right on the nose though. There's a shade on the inside of nose. Yeah, I think so.
Giving up 3 in this game isn't devastating, but it's not anything anyone wants to do.
No, I agree.
That was
You
really
can
close, yeah.
you can certainly pile up points pretty quickly in this game.
Whoa, yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep, yep, yep. Damn it. Oh, forget it. Jesus, that fucking curl.
Sorry about that. I'll effort to keep John's mic down a little bit,
You did
especially
not
when I
like
know
that-
he's gonna miss.
It was like,
Did not like
needed
that
to curl
shot.
it.
No, I don't think John liked that one.
Wait, you threw last?
But I was talking to the ice man. Helped with ice a little yesterday too, and he's working on getting more curl. He was really happy with the speed. He's working on getting more curl. So I think probably by today, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more. We're seeing a little more as the draws progressed yesterday, I thought, and I'm guessing he'll have it dialed in pretty good by the weekend. It has been some challenging weather here this week. I think we started out the week at 50
Got a
degrees.
60.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
think
last
that's
night it
right.
was 15, so
Right, that's very.
I'm gonna go.
makes
though.
it a little
Looks
tough for him.
less, but- Oh, we gotta help.
Let me go.
Yeah. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Can we get it? Oh, maybe it was a 60.
And they hogged that stone.
Devastating. Fuck.
Oh boy, we're all over
The
there.
best thing you could possibly do is hit
All over
like
the
a
map.
third of a rock.
all over the map today.
But you hit it anywhere from nose to high side, and it's just fine. You don't need to go crazy trying to hit it thin to stuff it, but as soon as you have contact, just have me sweep, that's all. Whatever weight you want to throw. I think I'd throw it. I think I'd throw firm to feel. It curled. Yep, I just, this is the curlier of the 2 sides, I think. So, I mean, you're going an inch or 2 off the edge of the rock. Or more even. As soon as you have contact, let me know. No, Clark.
Really nice throw by Corey there.
Yeah, that was a great throw. Good communication there, saying they weren't trying to go for broke
Yeah,
there
no, just
and
as soon as air
trying to
hits
make
the
it better once they had contact. John and Corey were world bronze medalists last year at the mixed doubles world championships.
Right?
So
What kind of weight do you throw?
Yeah, they've been partners for
a couple
maybe-
years now, I
yeah.
think.
Roll is
Yeah.
my first.
Got it figured out.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah. All right. I
Going
like
for
that.
a nose hit probably for 2 here.
And knows they can afford to roll a little bit both ways.
think you can massage it.
Of course.
Don't need to overthrow it. This was a tricky spot yesterday. tracked pretty straight if the weight was up. So they got to be careful here not to float one out and give a point away. It's curling in pretty nice now.
Never a doubt. Feel.
Nice feet, Mac. Hey, are we flipping?
Sure.
You like that?
Sure.
All right.
It sounds like they might flip their order a bit.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
No, not very often. Most of the teams we've seen have played the female player playing the middle three and the male player playing 1 and 5. So we'll see. Tabs and Joe were playing the way that Mac and
Back and forth, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that
Oh.
Tabs was throwing the middle 3.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Or no, excuse me. Tabs
The
was throwing
opposite.
1 and 5, and Joe was throwing the middle 3. So
Well, Schuster's
we'll
throwing
see.
the middle 3, right?
yeah, that's what most teams are doing. Is females throwing 1 and 5.
I gotcha. Okay.
But I think Mac and Em are going to switch. So
Yeah.
Let's see. What are you thinking for you?
we'll see how that plays out.
Okay. I like that.
I don't know that there's a right way or a wrong way.
Yeah, it can be a nice change of pace for that person who gets to throw 1 and 5 to change it up a little bit, but I don't know.
12. Looks pretty good.
No, line's fine.
Looks pretty good.
Keep it walking. Line's
These
really
two
good.
know each other pretty well,
Okay,
being
wait
a married
only.
couple, so.
Yeah,
Starting to curl
they've
now.
been playing
I think it's there.
together for a
Yeah,
while.
looks like it's yes! Yes! Holy smokes. Stay close.
All right. Yeah.
I don't think I knew they were married.
Woo.
Learn something new every day.
There you go, yep.
All right.
That's
Just a wealth of knowledge, Sid.
Yeah, I personally think they should hyphenate the name and be good guy as one word, but,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
we could maybe take a vote on that and
Yeah,
let us know on our
Yeah,
viewership.
yeah. Let us know in the chat if we think we should do that, and then we'll just tell them.
We'll tell 'em what
they have
the-
to. Yeah. The
no
internet.
weight
The
on
internet
it, but
says
it's
that
still
you have to
annoying.
do this. So
Right,
good luck.
right. I'm going to vote yes. They are from Washington and have won at mixed nationals. And I can't remember what year that was. I think that was in 17, I believe. Went to Worlds.
kind of like
So they
sinking
do
one
like
around this
mixed
way.
curling.
Out turn.
Yeah, out turn.
Nice.
Yeah,
I don't think I
think
knew
could
that
be
they
above
won
them.
mixed nats.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
still like just
Very
fighting
good.
for.
Think so,
Hey,
yeah.
we were having a
Kinda like
debate
that.
last night. Did
Where'd you
have the
put that to
Stoltz
the other
won
side?
Middle
mixed
plus
nats?
2.
I thought it was
They've been in
like
mixed
in the
doubles.
infant years.
They've been in mixed doubles
Try that
since the
12.
infant
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
But mixed nationals, that I don't think so. But
Okay.
I could be wrong. We could look that up.
I don't know.
19.
Okay, I think you can go a little then.
Or, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, mixed doubles
Mine's fine.
nationals.
Yeah, so
but
in,
Stoltz. Yeah,
Gotta
that's
go.
what I was getting at.
Yeah,
In like
you
2013, I went to mixed doubles nationals, and they
Gotta
were
go.
there.
2,
They
1.
did not win that year, but they, I think they got like second. So
Okay,
They
okay.
have been a powerhouse in mixed doubles for a long time.
Got
Just-
it.
Well, there's a 20.
they
Yeah,
have
we.
one?
I
Okay.
think we thought that they had won,
Oh,
but we
12 was
didn't
back
know what year. So.
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't be surprised.
I talked to him last night, and I probably should have just asked them. That would have made it a lot easier.
No, it's way more fun to discuss it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I missed the conversation there because I was a little slow on the
Line's out there.
trigger
Line's
buttons,
good.
but my assumption
Yep,
is
line,
just kind of
yep, hard.
playing a tap here.
Okay, line's good. Whoa, whoa,
Looks
whoa. Whoa,
at
yep. Yep. Whoa. Good, whoa.
really nice shot.
Yeah, he's John Schuster's made
So
a
they're
couple
frozen
shots
to us.
in his day.
Okay.
So
Pretty
we
good
gotta
at-
come
pretty good
around,
at those.
Get another one in there, I think.
Oh,
Drawing this
might
way.
even get to
You
double
wanna
digits here
draw
pretty quick. 8 viewers on the
All
on
right.
the YouTube
Draw
web
top
stream.
down.
Welcome,
Sure,
The
yeah.
second
5
one.
extra people.
I mean, it's pretty early. If you're in Seattle, give me a shout because it's like way early there.
Yeah, you should go back to bed. Welcome. Probably mostly East Coast people listening to us right now.
Yeah, you got to wonder how a good guy feels this morning playing this early.
Yeah.
403.
Oh, 24 viewers according to something.
Let it work.
I have no idea. It doesn't matter. It's a good number.
Back 12.
It's great.
Coming better. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
This is looking.
Whoa. Did you say back 8 at first?
Yeah,
Okay.
came down.
Tap it that way, but it's just. I mean, it's not that risky though. Looking at the broom, why don't you go broom? Back line to hack.
You gonna try to chip that out of there?
I think so.
I mean,
It
I
says
got
it's
like
not that risky, so.
Yeah.
a lot of
There's some
daylight,
space
so I
there.
mean, there's 2 inches of space. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw back line with that.
Ooh. A lot of these young guys are getting up and sweeping, I've noticed, and I'm impressed John can do the same thing.
Yeah, I think he has to be careful. I think you get kicked out of the skips union if you sweep too much.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to get kicked out of that.
No,
so I don't.
no, I don't think anybody wants to get kicked out of the skips union.
I do not use my triceps when I'm curling.
That's fair.
Surprise you
That's
on the
fair.
curler or what?
Yeah, John's a pretty good sweeper.
Yeah, not bad.
I mean, that's where he started, right? He playing
Oh,
front
yeah,
end,
that's
front end
very
for
true.
fencing,
What
I
am I
guess.
saying?
Had to sweep a little bit.
Yeah, he's known
He
his way
called-
around that.
He did call the house though, I think, in that Olympics, right? I think because Joe and Sean were pretty good sweepers.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they still are good sweepers, but I think
John
I think
was
John
holding the
threw
broom?
lead. I think John threw lead and then called the house on Pete's shots,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
That would make sense.
Yep. Yep.
Gotta go.
Hard.
But I think he'd also not just aged up, but
Yep. Nice scrub.
Okay.
I think he'd come up recently from juniors when he started playing with Pete.
I
I don't know if
getcha.
we can guard everything though. I mean, maybe here guards everything.
I know when Ryan Brunt played with Pete, he was
Yeah.
throwing lead rocks and holding the broom like
Figure out how
that.
to
So
get here.
Mm-hmm.
he must have
How
liked
much
those
it
2
curls. I mean, I
sweepers.
could come
Yeah.
in here and throw the same thing I just threw and
I think
tap
they're
the
pretty
line
good as a
3.
duo.
Yeah.
Because he can't throw it that hard. Yeah, if I tap it on the nose. If I go right through this hole of yellows and hit it on the nose, they're going to have to play this double slash. I just don't think they can get all of our rocks out. Because this guard is, I'm going to have to go way out in the boonies to throw it to guard over here or throw it across. I know.
Is he talking about coming through the port there and hitting his red on the nose?
I think,
Yeah.
but I'm not 100% sure. It was pretty quick on the buttons there, but
I'll throw intern.
it's hard when we can't hear Corey's side of the story. So
Right.
It's just if we leave through the, yeah, it's got to be just tricky to guard both these. Clean, what is it? 2.5, just clean it. That's fine.
I like this call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of just changes those angles, not in the good guy favor.
Yeah. Playing to safety. Just let them work at it.
I mean, the red one covering the pin's not going anywhere.
Right.
I don't think that one's going anywhere. But Em and Mac could make it hard for them to get their deuce here if they make a good shot. I think this is their last.
I don't think it's going to break enough to make any difference. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I think we need to block this because they can shut our off.
I don't agree, but whatever.
I think Mac should also buy stock in gray sweatshirts. Because I think he could probably go through about 4 a game if he wanted to.
I don't mind wrapping around.
Maybe he does have stock in gray sweatshirts.
He might, yes.
Nope. I don't think that shot's there.
Okay.
So maybe a little more than 60.
Yeah. I was thinking about ice. Yeah, I was taking a edge of 8+1 for my top. You're gonna need what?
Middle 12.
Probably plus a couple, I think, because we want to guard the outside edge of the yellow.
All right.
Got a 47.
So then, over and off. Yeah, Mo, you're over. Please get off.
His plate.
I was going to say there was a please there. You always have to stop when someone says please.
Can you stop curling, please?
The rules of curling.
All right. Well, let's see if John and Corey can figure out a way to get a 3 here.
She ran down there quickly, I assume.
Gotta watch the rock.
A draw?
It's just
Yeah, I don't
Outturn
know.
draw?
Yeah, I think they're gonna try it. I don't
Yeah.
know. They're gonna have to get real close.
Yeah, it'll be a nice one if she makes it.
that's actually this.
Timed out all there, but how'd it feel? That's all there too. It's heavy anyways.
Little heavy. I don't think it's
right,
gonna
Cor.
get there. Close.
Yeah, really close. At
That's
least
some
she
good
got
curl
to try
there.
it. Yeah. She'll have that for next
That
time.
didn't curl enough either, huh?
Yeah.
But that didn't even curl it.
So it ties it up 2-2 here at Madtown Doubledown, day 2, first draw of the morning. Want to shout out to our sponsors, event sponsor Leinenkugels beer, because nothing says breakfast like a ice cold Leine's. Come on down this weekend, $5. Watch a bunch of great curling, bunch of wonderful teams here. Got teams from Norway, Sweden, Canada, Scotland, of course the United States.
Madison.
I mean, yeah, we got a bunch of Madison teams. Yeah. Come on down. $5 gets you in the door. Watch a bunch of great curling. We will, there's some Leine's on tap, lots of Leine's. Light, original, Oktoberfest, Honey Weiss, whatever suits your taste buds. We thank our sheet sponsor, Floors for Less, here in Madison, Wisconsin. Go see them for all your flooring needs, tile, laminate, whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I'll
I'm sure they got some luxury vinyl. They're so big thanks to them.
400.
M. Good and Matt Guy are sponsored by Mark Hartman. Mark Hartman's a longtime friend and curling member here at the Madison Curling Club. And John and Corey are sponsored by Madison Sports and Social Club. All your kickball, flag football, softball, probably some basketball, I don't know, whatever else. Maybe some cricket, some croquet. I'm sure they've got everything for
Ironically,
everybody.
not curling.
Yeah,
Any
no,
ball.
No curling,
sport.
but yeah. Whatever you need, check out Madison Sports and Social Club.
Throw.
Their top button.
Okay. We'll follow him down with the outturn.
What?
Follow him down with the outturn.
Yeah.
Try and corner freeze.
Yeah, I like that.
So Sid, you played in this event last year. How'd you?
Did.
Did you enjoy it?
It was a lot of fun. My partner had never played before, so that was interesting. He did it really well, but we had never played together, and that really does make a big difference. Plus, it was early in the season, so we were kind of
Mine's good.
Didn't have a lot of
our legs
experience
were
on
not.
the ice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. But I think we won
Gotta go.
2 of our games of
Really
4
gotta
or
go,
5. So
Yeah, I
it
think-
wasn't terrible. But
Yeah.
Gotta go, gotta go.
I had played mixed doubles prior to that
Yep.
for a few years and really enjoyed it. So I figured, why not?
Awesome.
Yeah. Keeps you moving, you know, it's totally different pace than regular curling.
Definitely. Yeah, this is not a out of shape curlers game.
No.
I mean, I could throw the
Unless you
intern,
make you hit the broom and throw the right weight all the time. Then you don't need to sweep at all.
This game's easy if you hit
Right.
the broom and throw the right weight all the time.
That's always the goal. Have you ever played?
No,
mixed
I have not. I have not.
Okay.
Full disclosure, I've been a long-time poo-pooer
soft.
of
Okay.
the mixed doubles game.
Ah,
so-
okay.
Kind of out there. Line's good.
But
Yep.
no, I keep being told
Where's
that
it at? Whoa,
I need to.
Row.
Yeah, before you knock it,
Close
try
up.
it, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right.
Okay, where's it at?
I'm also
Whoa,
a terrible
row, no,
sweeper
row.
with my slider on. So
Oh, okay.
I'm a very good sweeper with my slider. You know, with
With
my
the
gripper on.
Yeah.
But if I have to sweep with my slider, it's comical.
So you're in the camp of throwing it the right weight, the right
Oh, yeah,
line,
I
and
mean,
just don't sweep.
I just yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would be to jump up and try
Yeah.
and get in behind it.
It is
I would
tough.
not be very effective in that
Yeah.
regard.
Not sure if that helps or not. Now they throw the double this way, and they have a way to keep their third rock in the house.
Kind of hit it a little high to get the yellow one.
John always
That's the
always
idea.
looking at those angles.
Yeah.
Always talking about them. He's seen a few games in his day. I was watching the game with Johnny Moe last night. Man, is that guy. He sees absolutely everything.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I was thinking this morning, I'm like, I wonder how many games John Morris has played in his life. Like, it just has to be an astronomical number.
Yeah. Who's his partner this year?
Jolene Campbell.
Okay.
I do not know very much about her. I've heard of her. I think she's been in the curling scene for quite a while.
Whoa.
But yeah, I do not know a ton about her. But they curled well last night, for the game I watched at least.
Looks like she is from Regina.
Nice.
Just had to Google her.
We got some sheets over here too.
Oh, there you go.
Be closer to the center.
Yeah, let's see what she does. Hmm.
Looks like she got silver at Worlds in 2011.
There you go.
Scotty's Tournaments of Hearts, she got the gold in 2011. So she definitely knows her stuff.
Yeah. Playing with a, let's see, quasi younger team right now, I think. Kristen Streifel. She just aged up a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
So maybe the veteran leadership on that team right now, throwing third with Brienne Knapp and
That same deal?
Callan.
No, it's a little too
Hammond?
high now.
Yeah.
They're just going to replace that the whole end.
Okay, what do you want to do then? This?
Yeah.
It's kind of jam.
You know what I'd like to do? Let's throw like hack weight or even board weight and just try to chisel these.
All right, I like it.
Okay.
Do it.
Just trying to move things around, it sounds like, with
Yep.
hack to board.
Yeah.
How much can you see? 3/4?
Do you know the timing, how they're timed?
They have 22 minutes and thinking time.
Okay.
So
And that yellow guard.
some tight games yesterday.
Yeah?
I think there was one we were doing 12:30 game maybe.
Okay.
I think Claire Moores and Lance Wheeler had. If the Stoltz would have made their last shot, they would have had 6 seconds
Oh my
to play
gosh.
their last. So
You don't want to be that timer.
no, that was they were real tight. So
91?
a couple of other tight ones I think I saw here and there, but
Oh,
for the most part, I think everybody is has had time at the
time to
end.
come.
Yeah.
Lead's good.
A couple of strategic uses of the
Stay
timeout.
close.
Just one timeout, right?
Yes, just one.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, gotta go, gotta go.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, if I don't, they will, right? But I mean, right now they have this to use, but they can't really get in there and get the shot rock out of it.
I think Corey has a new team this year too, if my memory serves me
Even if they stay
correctly.
corner frozen, our top one would be fine, or over curled.
She's playing
As long
with.
as they get by yellow.
Is she playing with? No. She's playing with Jamie?
Let me look that up.
It doesn't have her 4-person team on there.
Yep,
I think
go
she might be playing
Hard
with
for line,
Jamie.
too. Line's okay now. Take a look. Take a look. Line's good. It should get there, though. Close. Yep, line. It won't. Room. Wait only. Yep. Oh, no. All right.
Pretty good shot there from John.
Wikipedia is saying Jamie currently.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
thought. I think she's playing third for Jamie.
Vicky is
When
second.
I was just flipping on that
yeah, I
side.
think
Yeah,
Alex
that's really all we
when
got.
Alex Ager,
Well, because if you tap
formerly
it,
Carlson, stepped away, I think.
She took over.
She kind of jumped
you
in
can
there.
tap with the
Gotcha.
gentle weight, you can maybe leave me something.
Or that's
to
what
tap
the
into
USA
it.
Curling told her to do.
Good idea.
One of the I don't
If you
know
can
how
tap
that
with the gentle
Jump
weight.
on the
all
national
technically
champion.
plays out, but
Not a bad
yeah.
idea.
You can just need to be laying here. Maybe back 4, because you're moving it. My tap from the other side took edge of 8. Maybe
Oh.
more than that.
Yeah, I've taken inch plus.
Yeah. I think maybe even more than that. This one's further out.
All right, I'll take 2 inches.
Okay.
They don't,
Getting
have
a little
lot,
snippy out there.
they don't have a lot to work with here, do they?
No, they do not. John made a nice shot.
Yeah.
406.
Okay, clean. Clean.
Weight's good.
Yep. All right, just clean.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Coming down.
Hard.
Over curled just a little there. The weight was real good.
Yeah.
Might have been able to sneak it over there onto the button, Eddie. It's taking a... They're kind of going back and forth on ice. Maybe just surprise him there a little bit.
Weight was good.
Yeah. Needed more ice.
If you get a rock even somewhere in here, protects it from leaving. Whereas right now, if they smash, this could maybe just shift out of the 4-foot. Maybe. I mean, it's pretty dicey to play. I mean, it could though, but it could. I mean, you can't hurt yourself, I don't think, going this way, as long as you don't move it. So I think you're kind of just throwing a guard on this side.
John and Corey set up pretty good here in this end.
Well, I mean, you're throwing it like a top 8-foot, and let me sweep it into the crease here. I was middle 12-foot.
Ooh, yeah, we're definitely getting more curl today.
When you think about your first
John
curl,
says he was middle 12. That's a good chunk of curl.
but the speed's good.
It's 5 feet.
Yeah.
That's what they were shooting for. At least that's what I was told.
Yep.
Liked it. Okay.
Right on the money, Jeff.
Line only. All there.
Ooh. Well, look
That's
at
good.
that.
That's pretty good.
A little bit exposed over there, but I don't know if they'll make it.
Yeah, if he just
They'll
misses
play at
that,
that.
if he just misses that guard, that was, I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's really good. It would have been absolute heartbreaker to
400. I thought it was.
stack 3 on there.
Yeah.
Those look like they're sitting 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Mac and M got to be careful here.
It actually locked that rock in.
Late on the buttons again. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. My guess is play another tap like they played last end. Maybe not.
I think just on the edge, an inch off.
Yeah, I think the
Ed.
tap
I
is
think
the
they're-
top,
Okay.
based on the turn.
Yeah, she's playing the end.
Yep. She's got more weight than Mac did.
Whoa. Whoa.
A lot more weight.
They're going to
Whoa.
play.
Clean. Yep.
Looks like
I don't know what they're
Whoa.
going
Both
to
Whoa.
take
Whoa.
away
Whoa.
here.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
do. Yellow
Come on,
into
baby.
the top, red into the.
Well, that's suboptimal. 3. Oh, shit.
Well, a lot of movement, not a lot that happened.
Good try.
Yeah, I don't Yeah, it would have been nice to know what they were trying to do. That
Yeah.
I think it was going to be pretty hard to get in there
Yeah.
regardless.
I think they were trying to knock him down a little bit by angle raising.
So you
Maybe
want a
leave him
power
with
play?
2, but
Yeah, I would say.
Okay.
Uh-oh,
First.
here we come. I think I hear the magic words.
Ready?
Let's see.
I'm ready.
Ready.
What side?
oh,
Yeah, it's going to be a
John.
power
Power
play.
my favorite part about the game, hollering that out really loud from one end to the other to your teammate. Even if they don't want to do it, you know, you just tell them what's up.
How'd we do?
They get 2 power plays, is that right, Mike? Or is it just
No,
one?
just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Okay. Maybe I just want it to be 2.
I don't think so. I think it's similar to yesterday, honestly. Like, were you taking like 2 inches inside the edge of the 12? I don't. This
Yeah, just
isn't
one
break
each.
Early, so. 75.
I'm always
I think it was.
I'm always kind of confused. So you think like somebody will give up. They'll steal and it's like, oh, they should do the power play here. It's like, no, they can't do it because they don't have the hammer.
Yeah,
I
right.
always get confused on that.
Yep. Well, and it doesn't always work out in their favor. They obviously want it, but this shot
Yeah.
can sometimes ruin it for the other team.
Well, then if
They make
nothing
a
else,
nice one.
if nothing else, it kind of
Beauty.
Changes it up.
yeah, it just kind of changes how they play. Maybe changes the way that the team you're playing against has
Right.
to throw. I mean,
Yeah, if you're down by a lot and it's been, yeah, it's nice to change it up. Maybe.
well, and there are a couple different ways to play it. Like John and Corey there just played it chip the guard off and roll to a center guard. Whereas I've also seen teams just, hey, you want to play the power play? Go ahead. We're just going to drop one on you top 4, and then you're going to be chasing us. So, it's interesting to see how teams play it differently as opposed to when you're playing down the center. Everybody kind of, all right, we're going to play down the center and tap the guard or just come top 4. And
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah, I saw Becca yesterday actually tap that guard into top 4.
That's pretty good.
That was I was impressed.
Did they call it, or did it just
well,
happen that way?
It seemed to be called, but it was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, and see now Mac and Em are just gonna. All right, we're gonna get our junior deuce
Right.
and come and
Call
get
it
us.
a day, yeah.
How deep did that go? Is it T-line though? It looks like it's higher than that to me.
It's higher,
I want
John.
to follow when she just threw, but I think this one give us more of a chance at getting the right. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw this way. I got 14 too. I think this feels good. The curly early turn, right? Here, let me go for you too. You can watch it. Keep going.
Interesting call
Yeah.
on the offensive here.
Line was good. I was trying to just. All right.
I'm
Not sure.
not sure. Was he carving it and just trying to
I feel like
freeze,
they were probably
or
trying to freeze right down onto that.
feel like
and
they
got
were
a little heavy.
a little in between there?
Yeah.
No place for them to go where there's not a double.
They were sweeping a little bit, but I think that might have been for line. I'm not sure.
Well, and John just said there's no place for them to go where there's not a double. So
Right.
that's obviously what you're trying to do here is eliminate a big crooked number with a power play when you're playing against it.
Control.
You have the power play. Obviously, always trying to get at least 2. You feel like you're getting cheated if you get less than that, I think.
Right.
We did. With control, we should get a nice roll.
Okay. I like that. It's more like normal.
Okay, line's all right.
Normal.
Okay.
They're just trying
stay
to
close.
take this out, maybe roll
Line's
in.
good. Clean, yep.
Yeah, I don't know which way they want to go on this.
Hard!
I think they're gonna have to either just a piece and roll out. Looks like, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, maybe tricked them there. A little farther out than we'd seen with anything hit related, so probably got into some fresh pebble, just kind of grab the ice.
Yep.
Try to get it rolling as flat as possible. Oh,
Got a little too cute, as we say.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's tricky here. You know, you want to play. You're so used to playing that soft weight. You know, the taps and the jiggles and stuff like that. And I think even in the competitive 4-person game now, everybody that's a lot of what teams have gone to. But when you're playing the 4-team game, or 4-person game, you've got 2 sweepers. So you can hold rocks a little tighter.
Oh yeah.
Hard, gotta go, Core. Really gotta go.
So you try and get cute on fresh ice, and you're gonna lose some rocks.
Right to it. Catch a yellow, somebody, anybody.
Bit of a break there. John maybe overcurled a little bit too as he rolled out.
Similar situation, yeah.
So I heard him say he was trying to get the flatter roll as possible, so obviously overcurled on him.
Even or a little lower is okay. Just switch it up for him. Take it on the other side. I took the other half.
Okay, that's what I'll take.
Mine was a 97, probably 410, I think.
Yeah, 410 for me. A little strong on the release.
22.
Just a little strong on the release, Em. Take a look.
Okay. Weight's pretty good.
Get a hog-to-hog time here.
Still.
See what draw weight is. Ooh. Might have been a little off there, but I got a 14.4 on that.
Wow.
It's pretty quick, right to tee. That's pretty nice.
I think he was concerned he overthrew it.
We're down a
But
bit
it
on
looks
time,
great.
so we have to pivot.
Yeah, we do. All right, same as always.
You know, we can just stay and make them hit it would be better than letting them draw the full house. Just even if we can just stay and make them hit and stay at least, rather than just having them hit flipping full house.
It's like just a nose hit.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's right.
Good call.
Close. Yep.
Ice has been challenging on its at least last few that we've seen.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Ooh, good hit.
That worked.
Good plan B.
Out with like,
Yeah. What kind of weight?
think like back line.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. We're going to play back line and come around this way. Which is, it looks like the rock's overburied. Yeah, maybe not.
It's pretty
I
much
mean, a little.
almost, yeah.
Whoa,
Hack.
whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
He's
Yep.
got more weight than he wanted.
Yep.
But that's good because
Yep.
it's tight.
Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Oof,
Nice
just
shot,
got by.
Well, he got that out of there. That's good.
Oh, good.
Let's see if Corey can make a
That was your third, yeah.
Yeah. The double's there.
make a double. I think it goes over the top.
Yep. A little more risky, like you said, with 2-person curling. Don't have the sweeping.
But you can still make the roll under and have it not jam. But I don't want you to like throw at it without. I mean, if you made the double and it jammed, they still only get 1 or get 2. Like, but so I think I want you. I think I'd like you to kind of throw peel and throw it at the outside half of the rock, just past center.
So they're going to play to basically just give them 2 here. And if it curls up nice, they'll take the double. That's what I deduced from John.
It's not moving as much as they'd hope.
All right, Court.
That's okay.
Yep.
Feel okay giving them just a 2 on a power play.
I don't mind the in-turn draw.
Still up by 1 then.
Okay.
In fact, I like it a lot.
Out of 4 still.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yep,
Or 4 or 5?
4. I mean, either one. I'll take either one.
Do it.
You got it. Seems a little stiff. I think
Okay.
it's good though.
Line's good. Line's really good. Take a look. Whatever.
Be interested to see if maybe John and Corey consider their power play here.
Yeah.
Can I get right back?
Yellow.
So that puts Mac and M with
Yeah, I'll go set up.
still a 5-4 deficit, but I got to feel a little bit better not being down by such a big number. Going into the fifth end here, we'll thank our sponsors again. Title sponsor, Leinenkugels Beer out of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Flavors for every season. Check them out at your local alcohol retailer, Leinenkugels Beer. Our sheet sponsor for the game, Floors for Less. Here in Madison, Wisconsin, check them out for all your flooring needs. Floors for Less. M. Good and Matt Guy are sponsored by
I know,
Mark
they're a
Hartman,
pretty good team.
longtime
Yeah.
Madison Curling Club member. Probably seen him out and about. Yeah. And John Schuster and Corey Christensen, sponsored by Madison Sports and Social Club. Check them out for
Guard, yeah, I like that.
a good time.
Call
Call Madison Sports and
Who doesn't
Social
want a
Club.
good time,
Yeah,
you
right,
know?
exactly. We also have you're going to be on with me for the next broadcast, right? We
Yes.
got our next game is going to be Vicky Persinger and Chris Pleiss versus, I'm going to mess these names up.
Yeah,
Kristen Skaslien and I think it's Magnus
maybe one.
Nedregård.
Very good. That
They're,
sounded right.
Yep.
They medaled at the last Olympics.
Gotta walk it.
Bronze
Come on.
medal, I think.
Walk it in. Yep.
Know who got the silver there? I know who got the gold, but I couldn't
Nice
tell
one.
you.
Yep. Yep. Might as well.
Who did get the silver? I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Okay.
We can look that up too.
Call our friends at Google.
They're
here.
not here.
That's
Tell you that. I don't think, at least.
I'm headed down there.
Okay.
Let's see. Who? Swiss team? No, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. But I think center line is still. They threw theirs. They curled perfect. So.
I did miss it. We have another power
Man,
play.
we missed that.
Yeah,
Dang it.
well,
Sleeping.
got to
Ah.
take care of your sponsors too.
Yeah, that's true. They're way more important than the power play.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, without them, an event like this would not get off the ground.
We've got. It looks like Switzerland won the silver.
Was Swiss team?
Yep.
Who's on that
Parrott-
team?
Jenny Parrott and Martin Rios, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Yeah, I
butchering
kind
that.
of remember that team.
Yeah.
Martin's how to say it nicely. Martin's not the most slender guy.
Oh, okay.
But man, could that guy sweep.
Well, there you go. You said you had to be great shape, but
He did.
he is in good
figured
shape. He's
he
just a big
figured it
dude.
out. Yep.
Yeah. Having some weight on you can help sweeping for
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
I'm working on it.
Get
Get bigger every winter.
Yep. Okay, that's good. Okay. Nice one.
Interesting call by the good guy.
Yeah, double
in
center.
company.
Don't see that very often,
Yeah,
unless that's
no.
not what they called, but they made the best of it.
Mind feeling
Right.
that one. Yeah, let's go. It's gotta be a little carry. I can even make the hit and roll of the corner, truthfully. Yeah, that's what we should do, because we can dig anything under that eye one.
Good call here by John. I like this call.
Have it roll out the center line, so I'm not.
What's he
Kinda-
calling?
They're going to take away the tight center guard.
And leave a guard?
They're going to
corner
leave
guard?
they're going to leave the high guard. I think he just said with the amount of curl here,
Hard, Corey.
they can
Get
get
around it.
anything out
Hard to
of
keep it on the nose, so I can run it. All right.
I think he was hoping
just
to
a little
flop
narrow.
over a little
Yeah,
bit.
he
and
was
get the,
he wanted to roll to a corner guard,
Got
but
it.
they were conceding the long guard because with the amount of curl, they could kind of dig anything
So
out
down
of
the
there.
center
Oh,
line,
I
and
getcha.
then Pump it out there.
A little more.
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's interesting. Some people decide to hold the broom once in a while, and it tends to be during takeouts, I think, when they ask their partner to hold the broom.
Yep.
Yeah,
Others.
there's no rhyme or reason.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
That was one of the changes in the game.
Yes.
Because originally when it started, somebody had to hold the broom, right?
You didn't have to hold the broom.
more ice.
You had to be on the opposite side, past the hog line.
Got it.
So what we'd find, we actually
Okay.
played against. His name is. I'll get his
The way
name.
then this high
But
one's
we
the
played
only thing you
against his
play.
folks from out east.
Like that
And
line.
they actually would stand
Like,
over
I mean,
there,
I could
be
throw
on the
even
hog
back
line,
in
and
it.
run
What?
quickly to
No,
get
I
to
don't want
sweep.
to
And
have to
Got
we
it.
thought they
Right
were
on the
crazy,
nose,
but
don't
you know what? There you go. That's what we're all doing now, is
Yeah.
actually sweeping. I found out last year that I would look at it. I just gonna decide that I think I know where the broom is, and I'm never actually hitting the broom. So we learned
But you
that.
also don't have anybody to tell you that you didn't hit the broom.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. We had
No,
to
that's-
learn.
That's totally where I wanted to
I
throw
made
it.
all the shots.
Try to throw you.
Absolutely.
Close.
Nice end
Whoa,
setting
whoa,
up here.
whoa, off. Other side, other side.
Are
other
they
side.
going to try and split that guard on?
Go
Or
ahead,
are they
Thor.
just going straight
Try
around
it.
it?
I think they're
Straight
just
around?
going around
It's
it.
like straight around.
Forget it,
It's
forget
heavy.
it, forget it, forget it. Just let it. You. Jeez.
Looks a little hot.
Ah.
Yeah, they were
Maybe they were going
definitely
for
in
the split
between.
out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the split would have been pretty good there with Em and Mac have 2 rocks left.
Right. Worst case scenario, you just push that one in and flop over a little
Yeah.
bit with your shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Clean.
Set up pretty good. Obviously, no doubles right now.
Whoa. Get ready for the roll, Mac. Get ready for, yep. Roll it hard. Go, come on. Hard.
Pretty good there.
I was gonna throw control. Just roll open.
John should be able to see most of that, I think.
Yep.
Maybe even all of it.
A little more. A little more. Yeah.
A lefty would probably see all of it.
Agreed. But then we would have to make jokes about a lefty being in the wrong side of the,
Right.
or in the wrong hack.
Since I have the platform, I'm also want curling to have one hack.
One hack?
I'd like to move to that, so the powers that be, you can hear that and just go with it.
Yeah, not bad.
I don't know why they
You wanted
ever
to
had-
roll open, but
Yeah. I'm not sure why there was ever 2 hacks.
that would be
Good
that'd
history
be a
question.
good history question, yeah. Leave your comments in the chat if you either know or have a trivia or
Roll like you.
Yeah, I like
just a
that.
fun
Any-
guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
or anything you'd like us to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want us to talk about anything, let us know.
Extra, I think.
Yeah, I would.
Shaping up to be a decent end here. Let's see if M can get a hit and a roll underneath. Try and take some of this away. John and Corey, otherwise, I would guess that top one's up pretty high. I don't know if they would try and go after a split or not if M rolls out here. Just kind of draw and take their 2. Looks like they'll have a nose hit for 2. Get their 3-point lead back.
Radio, I didn't need that extra inch, yeah.
Fine.
So I'd go control. I mean, I go control and take 4 inches off. You saw where mine. You saw exactly.
4 inches off. It's pretty decent.
I thought it was pretty close to
Pretty
it.
decent with control weight.
Mm-hmm.
Good curl.
It's almost normal. It's normal.
Oof, that looks a little heavy.
She can throw a lot of weight. For
Yeah,
her
I think
size.
that's going to roll out. Oh, no, it's coming in, curling in real nice.
There you go.
Yeah, nice.
Curled up nice.
Nice shot, Corey.
So John and Corey take advantage of their power play right back. Put another 2 on the board. Puts them up 7-4, playing the 6th. Not sure where these teams are off to next, at least as far as their 4-person teams. Somewhere Canada, likely.
Little broom slam on here. Pop that top off. Oh, mine is. Hardline curling, folks. Hashtag sponsor pitch. All right. Just outside head, Dave. Put it freeze all the way to it would be good. 400's got to be close.
John trying to get his sponsors in on the web stream.
It's all there. Just T-line though. It's like back button. It's more than that. Sorry, Cor.
A little hot on this first one.
A little heavy. Not what she was looking for.
They're like back 8, full back 8. They're almost kind of backing us.
Okay. I think let's draw this way still. I like this way.
Okay.
Ready?
No, I have put my gripper on.
Sid, you're a chiropractor by trade, is that right?
Yes, I am.
Do you see many curlers come in?
Yes. Quite a few. I'm actually right behind the Portage Curling Club, so.
Oh, there you go. Right on.
Set up for that.
Okay.
Switch on the other
What are
I myself get adjusted quite regularly this time of year, throwing hips out, quads and hamstrings, and all that kind of stuff.
got
Sorry.
it.
I don't
So-
sweep, so my upper back's fine, you know.
That's good. That's good. What are some of the common things you see out of
Curlers?
curlers?
Well,
Common curler
oftentimes
injuries?
there's a tight hip flexor on one side, and weak hamstrings are a really common one. And when you have weak hamstrings, it's really hard to push out of the hack quickly.
Got it.
But the big one for sweepers would be ribs that are out of alignment. So
Oof. Does
Yeah.
not sound comfortable.
It's,
I should
that's-
probably come and see you.
that's up there as the number one awful thing to have. I had it once. It's not a good thing. People sweeping on both sides does help. So if you can
Yeah?
alternate, that's a big
Got it.
help for back.
line's good,
yeah.
line's good. Still running
As
though.
inept as I am sweeping with my slider on, I'm equally inept
That's
sweeping
getting
on the
better.
opposite
Close
side
out.
of the
Oh,
rock.
okay. You didn't have a junior team like
No.
I did that
No.
forced you to do both
No,
early
I
on.
didn't. I didn't get into curling until much later in my life.
Oh,
I
really?
was probably
Oh, I didn't think it was that heavy, sorry.
23 when I started curling. So yeah, I missed
thought
all
maybe it was like
of
back and
juniors.
But your dad has curled forever, right? Or
No, he
Oh.
joined the same time I joined.
Okay.
So yeah, we joined together.
Interesting.
I watched. I think I joined after watching the O2 games
Okay.
out in Salt Lake City. I remember staying up late and watching curling on whatever the Ocho.
Do you know who was
I think
in
we're
that
top 4.
game? Those games? For
Yeah, that was Debbie's team.
Debbie's team.
I
Okay.
don't. I watched mostly
We're
the
back
women's
4.
games because I knew where Rio, Wisconsin was. They liked
Did
to
it
point out that
reference
little
that she-
Debbie Henry from Rio, Wisconsin. That was there.
Hard, Mac. Yep.
Probably one of the Dons was doing the game. Don Duguid or forget the other Don. Whichever one liked to say button all the time. That was my. That guy never missed. I think that was Don Duguid, who never missed an opportunity to say the word button. It was like they could be playing around a corner guard, and he's like, and they're gonna roll right to the button.
The button.
Yep.
Tapped it 3 inches before.
How about you, Mike? What do you do? I don't know this.
I'm an analyst for a student loan servicing company. I make sure we follow the laws that we're supposed to.
Oh, that's
Unbelievable!
important.
It's unbelievably boring,
Okay.
but it allows me to curl,
Yeah.
so I get a lot of free.
Wake up early and do stuff like this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, line's good. Yep. Now line's good. Line's good. It's all you, Cor. It's got to curl, son. Got to curl. High side. Never that side.
Right to the pocket
Line's
there.
no good yet. Still, just let it go. Let it go. Only if you have to.
Really good.
Draw 2. Little taps, okay?
Still teams with the directional sweeping. It's think less effective now with the new material, but probably still some benefit. Not as much as a few years ago with horsehair brushes and watching rocks curl 2 feet after going past a guard.
Looks
Right.
pretty good.
Top 4.
Knees to curl. Whoa.
Ben Hebert ruining it for all of us, bending
yeah,
rocks
wow.
like magic.
Whoa. Never.
Colin Huffman was very good at that too. Man, that guy could chisel a rock. Everybody with a little case of the heavies this end.
It might be, but it doesn't matter. I think we go here.
Everything behind the tee.
We might get an interesting one from Good Guy here.
Yeah.
Might have to see some granite move around.
John and Corey sitting 1
What's
for
that?
sure and maybe 2.
No, it's still the same shot.
Close.
I had this battle. Like,
I'd say probably 1-3.
What?
Yeah, that's what it looks like
Alright.
to me too.
Camera might not be perfect over the center.
So pro side's high, actually. I don't think light's pro side, because if I were to light an older curl in there, he could maybe get in off his own. Yeah, high. Yeah. Like if it under curls. High side of where it's curved. That's
Is your husband curl, Sid?
Nope, he watched me too many years when I was a junior and kind of
Got burned out just
put his
watching.
hours in. Yeah, I mean, he could probably
It felt
skip a
good still,
game
though.
better than myself,
mine's good.
but I have seen him throw, and it's not a
Curling
pretty
to do. I
sight.
think it's close, though.
The back leg actually doesn't
By the way,
straighten out, so
Got it.
it's cute.
Got
but,
it.
yeah.
Let it go. Straight if you're anything.
We did an alumni spiel, and he made every shot, and I decided we got to get him out of this.
Ah,
I don't
very
want him
good.
curling better than myself, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, you can't have that.
So this should be a fun one to watch, I think.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Pro side's field guard.
Pro sides peel the guard.
Just play it.
I don't think the red one in the middle is not going anywhere.
You're going to hit the
I suppose it could.
high side of the front one, you think?
Well, just play the field. I mean, you can play that first.
Well,
I
he's
mean, you're
gonna.
not
I mean,
moving that
he's
middle
gonna
rock
have
there.
to. He's gonna have to hit the high side because he can't see all of it.
Oh, yeah,
with
that's
the guard
true.
up
That guard's
there.
there, yep.
But
That middle rock is.
it's gonna go over onto the yellow that's on the back 4 right now.
Okay, yeah.
To set up what?
Be interested to see what happens after this.
Yeah. Setting it up for maybe the following shot.
Just straight.
They switched again, and I didn't even notice it. I think, didn't they?
Was this the last shot?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think they.
Yes.
Because Mac was throwing 1-5,
Oh, yep. Then they
and
did.
now he's throwing the middles again. I think
Ooh, I don't think that was.
that was the pro side miss. They did mention that before they threw. I think it was going to be hard to get
Be a 3,
too much there.
4, 1.
Yeah, they switched again.
I've been taking just outside the edge of the 8 to get the
Holy
line.
moly.
With your intern, you're going to need middle, probably. I mean, mine I've been throwing as straight as I could possibly throw it, I think, like for me. So
It's for new curlers. It's really nice to watch John because he does talk through a lot of it.
Yeah, it'd be
You can
nice.
learn a lot.
Yeah, you can learn a lot. They communicate well as a team.
Yep.
We've been watching some games, and most teams are pretty good about it. Claire Morris and Lance Wheeler talk through everything. They are very good at communicating as a team.
Yep.
The Stoltz also are, but they just look at each other.
They know.
They
They've
don't
been
have
married
to
for
say-
so long, you know.
They don't have to say anything. They just
just a 1 even.
okay.
I believe the Morris Wheeler is a relationship
It's almost
too,
a
so that
3.
helps when you know your partner very well.
Yeah, for sure. That
That's a
is going to make it
nice-
real tough
Yeah.
for Mac and M. M and Mac, doesn't matter. Good guy.
Mac is short for something. I want to say
McAllen, I believe.
McAllen? Okay. Not a name you hear every day.
No, not here at least. Probably Ireland, Scotland,
Yeah.
more popular there.
I think mid-12.
Yeah, I think so.
See what happens here.
no one's thrown on this side
Well,
for a
if
while.
we'll get a measure, it's close on those back two.
Yeah.
I mean,
In this
405,
game,
410.
every
Your last
point-
one was a 410. That was back
Well,
8.
not
so.
that for Schuster, but
Steal here could I think they'd keep playing, but it could be handshakes if John and Corey get at least a deuce here.
13.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I gotta go.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
they're just drawing.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to draw a side pin, even if they just cut them down. Wasn't going to be bad. Yep, 2 for sure, he says.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, getting physical out there.
I'm not going to let rings that are off give us a third point if we both.
You haven't had a
And it looks like we're
I think
playing.
they agreed on 2.
Do it.
No
We're gonna
handshakes.
keep going.
Yep. The best part about curling, you can call it when you're when you've had too
Yep,
much.
throw in the towel.
Yep. Most sports you can't do that.
A lot of good games out here. Looks like we've got a couple of finals. Let's see if we can get the names on those sheets. It looks like I think the Hamiltons
Yes. Took down
beat
Morris Wheeler.
the Morris Wheeler team. And we've got a final on sheet 4 as well. I have to figure out what who was on that sheet. I
Can't
was
remember.
paying attention to our feature sheet. A couple of tight games out here. It looks like Tabs and Joe are in a tight one against Becca Wood and Sean Franey. It's Becca and Sean are up. Let's see.
Felt like a light two to me, so.
Well, they must not have hung the 6th because, well, we'll see. I don't know.
Keep us
As,
guessing.
as of 5, it was Becca and Sean up 4-3. We've got the team out of Scotland taking on Madison Baird, Andrew Stapera,
Maybe like, light's not an option.
and the team from Scotland's up 4-5.
I decided to give you a
Or,
silent
excuse me, 4-3.
hack so you could just.
They're playing the
I didn't know you were
7th.
used to talking.
Go
And I
for
would
it.
shut up.
And it's like Alex Sager and Derek McLean are up
I gotta go.
7-4 against Shannon Burchard and Kat Schneider. They're playing the 8th.
Good. Yep.
Not diddling around over there.
Close.
Okay, line
I did
gotta
think
go,
of the guy. His name is Dean Gemmel. His folks we curled against.
Oh,
in mixed
okay.
Doubles. Yep. Really sweet couple.
Okay.
Yes, I rue the decision I made last year to not go and curl with Dean Gemmel's dad up in Blind River, Ontario.
Oh yeah.
Craig Brown invited me to go up to curl with Dean Gemmel and his dad in the middle of nowhere. And Craig and you took John Brunt up there. Craig and
Okay.
John Brunt came home with a chainsaw
Yeah.
and a power washer.
Wow.
Yeah, first event prizes are
Wow,
awesome up there.
Yeah.
You win things like chainsaws, power washers, DVD players. I mean, it was like everything.
Line's a little tight.
Better than a
Shit.
toilet.
Hard gotta go.
Yes. Have you ever won the toilet?
No, I haven't.
No.
I've heard a lot about it though.
Yep.
I'm not in the market for a toilet right
Stay
now.
down.
So
Line should be good, but stay down.
Nor am I.
Whoa, now, whoa.
It's a fun prize, though.
it is fun.
I think Wally Henry's over there. Wally will have to, if he's probably not paying attention, but I think
Fell over on that one.
some event that they played way back in the day with like Steve Brown, a couple other guys, I think they won a calf. They win a calf at an event. I know he's busy.
This is important.
Yeah, this is important. Come on. Yeah, Switzerland. I was right. They won a cow. It was a bull.
Whoa.
It's got to be your bull.
Line's a little tight. Clean.
I don't know what happened to it.
Back for it.
Okay. Clean. Yep.
Steaks.
Yeah, I hope so.
Steaks, he says. There's a great picture at Steve's curling. Wally and Steve. I'm not sure I know the other guys.
Yep.
Is this a place in Canada, or where were they
No,
at?
they were in Switzerland.
Oh,
Switzerland?
we're in Switzerland. Wow.
Nice job. You want me to see? I'll take
Yep,
the next one.
curling. The prizes are
I was gonna
plentiful
say, we
and
have to
awkward.
raise up the ante here
go.
for our Bonspiels. Start raising cattle.
Maybe just want a pile of Joel's meat next year
Oh, yeah.
at the Madison mixed double down.
That would be good.
Pretty tight to that guard, but direct the guard. It's not the other one.
I think they're just going to try and eliminate some yellows here. I don't think that red one's helping them right now.
I'm gonna aim on the wreck side. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, step! Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Hard in the back,
And-
yellow left side. Go!
Wow.
Oh, ours spun back in. Don't count it.
I don't know why you get an out of that.
Oh, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was a hell of a shot.
That was a.
On around.
We'd replay that one if we had a replay, but we don't.
You'd like an extra inch
That
on
was
that
pretty
back
awesome.
yellow,
That was-
but
yeah.
I think I'd be happy with that shot.
Beggars
Right.
begging for it. Two little nibblers over there. One of them's got to be on. Yeah, that was a decent shot if he needed one.
He didn't. He really didn't.
No,
He-
no, he didn't, but he
Scoreboard
made
wouldn't
one
say.
anyway.
Yeah, right.
We're 16. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks a little soft on the release.
Yeah, here, let me go. Thanks, line. Whoa, 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 okay, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mac and him just going to try and go around here.
Just trying to get it going a little.
Yeah. Getting like too much broom on that, but not bad.
If you think they're set third over there, then under's the wrong play. But if you think we're third, then under's the right play.
It's really close.
I don't think I'm going to throw it soft enough to flirt with it, truthfully.
I mean, there's
I think I'm going to throw it soft.
We've got
enough
one
to
camera that
flirt
looks
with
like it's
flirt
probably
with
red.
falling under anyway, so I'll just
top
follow
camera
it.
looks like might be yellow. I'm not sure on those
Yeah,
two on the
I
left.
wouldn't want to
I'll still throw salt.
I
bet
don't
my
wanna-
life on either,
Nope.
honestly.
Nope.
I don't think they're sure of it either.
Well, that's what John just said to Corey is if you're
Yeah.
not if you're sure, then we should roll under, but if you're not sure, then rolling opens the play.
Lean, lean. Yep. Well, go, yeah, just beak it. Well, it's on the nose, Cord. Just let it be. Let it be.
Both of these teams are. Oh no, I think I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I don't have the right sheet. I can see one time clock, but it's the time clock for sheet 2. They've got plenty of time to play their end.
Oh, okay.
I can't see John and Corey's.
Yeah.
Although I think M and Mac are usually a little tight.
Yeah.
We get a little chatty sometimes.
Little out. Whoa, whoa.
Switch.
Little out.
Okay.
Switch, Em. Never going to be on that
Do you want
side.
me to
Yeah!
Okay.
Good.
Not your typical
Corey.
end here. Mixed
No,
doubles end. Just
no.
kind of wide
Just
open.
Wide open.
Yep.
After John
Trading
made that
rock.
shot, there was not a whole lot left.
Yeah.
What you want, dear.
Corey just got to
Control at the edge, reach
make
side
this
to
yellow
the
one
corner.
go away. definitely wants to stick around. Force the single.
That was a very
Might
soft,
be the end of it.
Perfect. Felt like normal.
Over there on 5, they hung their score finally. Joe and Tabs are up. 6-4 on the Becca Wood Sean Franny team. John and his whistling.
Hey guys, Mac.
Inch off.
I'd prefer, singing would be nice.
No, you don't want to hear
No?
John sing.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you do not.
This early in the morning. Or just ever.
Yeah, I just think in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this might be it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Stealing 4 is pretty.
Time to go home and take a nap. Start over.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
They'll probably be back on the ice at 12:30 or so. But we've got a banger coming up. Kristen Skaslien and Magnus Nergård versus the Vicky Persinger and Chris Pleiss teams. It'll be at 9:45. Sid and I will be back with you here on.
Joined by Angie Montgomery.
Oh, and Angie Montgomery,
Yeah.
even better.
Right?
Boy, the dais is just going to get better looking. And then I'll leave and it'll just through the roof.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short here, Mike. Come on now.
Oh, are they going to go? They're going to keep going. Oh, they shake. Looks like it. Here they come. So it's handshakes here on sheet 3. Nope. Never mind. I have no idea what's going on.
And they're playing still.
And they're playing still.
Until they're out of rocks.
Yeah, they're going to need them all here.
Yep. Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have happened, but a 4-point lead in this game is going to be tough hoeing without the hammer.
Like
but we'd
does
be
that like 3 times a tournament.
remiss
so.
if we didn't mention our sponsors here. Thanks to
like,
our event
once it's
sponsor,
set, it's
Leinenkugels Beer. Leinenkugels. Just flavors for days.
Okay.
Big fan of their Oktoberfest. That's a seasonal right now. Do you have a favorite Leine's flavor?
All of them.
All.
Yeah.
All.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait up.
Great
So,
answer,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Whatever's on tap at the
Absolutely
curling
perfect.
club. Yep.
Our sheet sponsor, Floors for Less in Madison. Check them out for all your flooring needs. Mark Hartman sponsored M. Good and Matt Guy. Mark's a great member of the Madison Curling Club, and Madison Sports and Social Club are the team sponsor for Corey Christensen and John Schuster.
Top 8.
Okay, you don't need to curl it though.
Top 4.
Please.
Top
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Because right now we don't want to put another one of our rocks in there because then they get theirs harder. We only have to get rid of 3 rocks.
Do they sell summer shandy during the winter?
What? Sure.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I do not think they sell summer shandy during the winter.
I'm lying.
They-
That's got to be my favorite.
They have, I believe they have a plethora of shandies now. Like they probably have
I like that.
they probably have like a pumpkin shandy or something
Oh, man.
for the winter. I would not be surprised.
That would be
I
fabulous.
think they did last year at least.
Okay. They aim to please.
I would not drink it.
I like that.
We were talking yesterday. I was on the broadcast with Theron. I do like a berry vice
Oh, yeah.
with you got to go half berry, half honey vice.
Okay.
That is a delicious combination.
That does sound very nice.
And if they want to cut me in on that when they start bottling it, I'm all for it.
We
You
are
can-
giving so
you can
many
reach
great
me,
ideas
You can
tonight.
reach me at Twitter at the Mike720, or I'm sure you can find me anywhere.
Right? Like you just open up 2 open deals.
Or you'll just keep buying both
Yeah,
beers.
or I'll
and-
just buy both
yeah,
beers and make them on my own.
Right.
It has nothing to do with where you bump it to. It's just bumping them so they're open.
Like that.
The beauty of that is, you have to have 2 beers open to make that, so
Right.
you're always having 2 beers.
Or
which is
you have a
just great.
friend. You have to
Well,
know somebody
Yeah,
to
I
drink
suppose,
with.
I suppose there is that as well.
I think weight is good.
Yeah, weight's pretty close. Got a curl though.
A little tap here or something.
Lots of line.
Yep.
Starting to get better. Still got a
Wanna
curl.
go around?
Maybe
Plan
wrap
B
it
is
around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
They're going to have to pull all the rabbits out of all the
Yeah.
hats in this end to make this an end.
John's looking forward to a double, I'm sure.
As long as I hit it nose to high side, like
Yeah.
one of them's gone. Actually, no matter what I do, one of them's going to be gone.
Yeah, one of the tricky parts of this game is trying to remember when you can actually throw takeouts.
Well, if I make
Oh, that's
contact
right.
on the
What
top
what
rock.
is the rule
I think it's
again?
after the fourth or after the third.
on the
On the fourth. On the fourth,
Okay.
I think. John just throwing a little hack waiter here.
Yep, rollers off. Rollers off, Cor.
All but elementary here.
Really only
Couple
need to get rid of one at a time.
couple rocks
That's why I'm
left.
Like, man, if I just
Same
hit this a
thing.
little high, I could maybe stay in front of it
Or-
and miss the double.
I think we gotta like freeze to ours.
I keep thinking Corey's
gonna
really
be-
quiet, but she just doesn't have a mic.
She
does
just doesn't have a mic. She is quiet.
not
She
mute.
is not. Yeah.
Happens with pro.
Honestly, same thing.
Oh.
Nice, same weight, same result.
That was almost a
That's it?
really good game. Yeah, Kat and Shannon and Kat were down 3.
Keep it clean.
Shannon had a draw to tie it up. Just did not quite curl enough.
Maybe a touch
Weight was
more.
absolute
Okay,
No, coming down.
beauty.
fine. Little bounce isn't the end of the world.
Alex and Derek will take that
Try
one.
to freeze it as good as we can.
Mac and M gonna have to pray for a
Big
couple
miss here.
of full misses.
Yep. Probably not going to happen today.
No, I don't think so.
If it's heavy, it's not right. Yeah, we're playing Maddie.
Yep, they already know who they're playing too. Sounds like they play the Ham Fam coming up.
Oh, okay.
I
Again?
think I just heard John say we play Maddie.
Just catch.
I don't think they played yet.
Oh, Schuster will be playing.
Schuster will be
Okay,
playing
I
them.
gotcha.
That does it. That'll send John and Corey on. Em and Mac
Game, Corey, good luck.
will still playing. I don't think they're eliminated yet. It definitely wasn't a C side, I don't think. That'll do it. John and Corey, John Schuster finished the game up 9-5 over M Good and Mac Guy. We'll be back in just a few minutes with our next draw. Again, Chris Pleiss, Vicky Persinger, Kristen Skaslien, and Magna Nergård. Thanks again, Leinenkugels Beer, Floors for Less, Mark Hartman, Madison Sports and Social Club. I'm Mike McDermott.
I'm Sydney Schmoose, signing off.
We'll check in a bit. Out.
Something big is coming to Floors for Less.
Stop into Floors for Less today for huge savings.
Superior quality options at affordable prices. We buy products directly from the factory, so our prices provide giant savings for all your flooring needs. Plus, we have warranties ranging from 25 years to lifetime. Stop in and visit our showrooms in Madison and Broadhead.
Floors for Less, your floor saving giant.
We really care about your floors.
All right. Welcome back. Madtown Doubledown, day 2, game 2. Got a banger of a match this morning versus, we've got Kristen Skaslien and Magnus Nergård versus Vicky Persinger and Chris Pleiss. My name is Mike McDermott. I'm joined this morning by Sydney Schmoose.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
And the dais got better looking by adding Angie Montgomery.
That's right, it
Yeah.
has.
Angela.
I just couldn't
Yes.
get up earlier than this on a Saturday morning.
That's all right. We'll allow it. Madtown Doubledown is brought to you by Leinenkugels Beer, because nothing says breakfast like Leinenkugels Beer. We've got flavors on tap all weekend. Light, original, Oktoberfest, Honey Weiss. Come on down. $5. You just see some of the best curling in the world. We got some great curlers here this weekend. Our sheet sponsor for this game is Baker Tilly. Baker Tilly for your accounting and whatever else needs. The team sponsors are Parkside Pub. Parkside Pub is right here in McFarland, Wisconsin. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Ooh, 2 a.m. Sorry, excuse me. 3 a.m. That's after bar time.
Yeah.
They're open for breakfast at 9 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. They have a huge draft beer selection, and they've got a great fish fry on Friday, because what says Wisconsin like a Friday fish fry?
That's right.
That's right. At a supper club. You got to do it.
Yep. Yep. And bunch of daily lunch specials. So check them out if you're in town here. And Magnus and Kristen are sponsored by Village Smile Care. Angela Cody, I think, works there.
Yes.
Madison Curling Club member. Check her out. Great dentist.
Yeah.
So we'll have audio for you. Worked out all the kinks in the first game. We've got everybody out, mic'd up for this game. Could be exciting. Yeah, sheet 4.
Okay. I'm like,
What do you think if I save track? That's track. I think like 5 feet back.
So we'll have a good game for you.
Go the same.
Everybody's throwing their practice shots right now. Draw to the button for hammer.
we should probably ask Angie what her favorite Leinenkugel
Yeah, what's your
is. We
favorite
haven't had-
Leinenkugels flavor?
Just the standard, the honey vice.
Honey Vice?
Yeah,
There we go.
absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you need
guys,
one?
You've already gone through
Mike,
this?
Mike,
I might.
Mike has a favorite, a special
Yeah, I like to do 50-50 Honey Vice and Berry Vice.
Mike,
It's
you're
delicious.
unique. We always
Well,
knew that.
We all know that.
Yeah.
Kristen Magnus with a pretty good one. Let's see if I don't know if Chris and Vicky.
So this is the A finals.
Yeah,
we
this is
have
an A
here?
final winner
Yeah.
here. We'll qualify.
6.
Have a nice break. So I assume the qualifying games start tonight, or are those tomorrow? Not sure. I would guess tomorrow. Oh, here we go. Let's see. See if I can read.
Yeah.
Let's see. Quarterfinals are 3 o'clock tomorrow. So win tonight. Gets a nice long break. Get to maybe enjoy the karaoke tonight. I think there's karaoke tonight.
I think they do
Yeah.
have karaoke tonight.
Yeah.
Some ring toss or something's going on.
Ring toss?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not familiar with that.
I don't know. Club curlers will be around. This
Yeah.
is a great spiel.
This
Yeah.
is the first draw that I've seen. There were probably some draws yesterday where there were club curlers and the world level curlers. I didn't watch all the draws yesterday, but the first 3 that I broadcasted was all world level curlers. That is the beauty of this event. That you've got club curlers and world curlers on the same sheet of ice.
See familiar faces on sheet 6, Angie.
So what's your...
Oh, you weren't there. Never mind. Mixed nationals 17. Sorry.
Thanks,
I
Sid.
take you to all my
wasn't there.
nationals. My bad.
Yeah.
You were there
I
in
was there
spirit
in spirit,
with me.
right?
Yeah.
They somehow wouldn't allow that to be a mixed doubles
Yeah.
team.
Angie's a Canadian, so we
Yeah, that's dumb.
haven't been able to get her to turn to the dark side yet.
Ready? Ready? For action?
Yes.
Yeah. You're ready.
Vill du ha...
I don't know who got hammer. I'm guessing.
I think Magnus and
Yeah.
Kristen did.
After this game, I'm driving you.
Ja, så da får jeg mot 2, ja.
Do they have any rules about who gets to draw? Do you have to alternate at all, or no?
Hva er det 2?
I do not know.
Okay.
My sense is they will. My sense is they probably have to rotate. They probably have to throw one in, one out turn. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That seems to be the new
Like
new way.
nationals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
It was close on the draw, but I think Magnus and Kristen won.
Yeah, I mean, he had a nice draw.
Yeah.
Just didn't touch the
They
pot,
were
you know.
they were both touching the button,
Yeah,
but
not the spit.
yeah, they did not cover the pin. So I don't know Norwegian. Do either of you?
Velkommen.
Okay, well,
That's about all I got
all
there.
right, great.
I am, 25% Norwegian, but no.
Okay, so if Kristen and Magnus get into it, we'll just do our best to
Translate.
we'll just
interpret.
guess.
Yeah.
That might be more fun, actually.
I told Magnus to swear in Norwegian if he was going to swear, so.
Oh, okay. It's a good call.
Line's a little tight. Yeah, line. Yep, hard line. Hard line. Hard, 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 hard. All the way. Stay on it. Stay on it.
Just squeaked past that guard.
Yes, that was very
Ooh, that's
close.
hard.
85.
Well, turn.
Hvor har du isene? Så du hvor har du isa?
Some words don't change, though, from language to language.
Yeah,
I've
hard. I
noticed.
think hard. We'll
Yeah.
probably hear some of those.
Yeah. Is there a word for hack? I feel like hack is probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know absolutely no Norwegian.
We may hear it. Wait.
Yeah.
Litt kort, kanskje?
Bare fart!
Kun linje.
Wow!
6,5.
Wow!
Gjerne gå.
OK, du kan gå! Ha plass!
This duo from Norway are the Olympic bronze medalists.
Hard, hard, hard!
I think they were justly
Yeah.
awarded the bronze medal after the Russian athlete tested positive for a banned
Oh, yeah.
substance.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let their jackets fool you. They don't have a lot of names on, but they are somebody.
Yeah, they're legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
have NASCAR coats on.
They're
like
not.
like a lot of.
Yeah. They're not branded
Curlers, yep.
today. Must be paying for their own way.
They're just blending in, flying below the radar.
Yep,
it.
exactly.
Line's good.
Really light.
Yep, 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 yep.
Chris, a little light there on that draw. This is probably, well, I don't know. I mean, Chris is
Probably just make this double here.
What?
a far cry from what he used to be, but back in the day, this would be way too early in the morning for Chris Pleiss to be awake.
He's a dad now, right? So.
Yep.
I don't. I think just dog dad.
Oh, really?
I don't think he
Oh,
has
I
kids.
thought they had
no,
kids.
I don't believe they have kids. I believe he's engaged, but I don't believe he has kids.
Oh, okay. I thought he was married with children. I'm.
No, I don't
get
think
my
Busy
story
with that other
straight.
Chris. Yep.
I just don't want to be like too deep.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe light.
I don't even know where to take from for this.
I took
Middle 8.
middle of 8 for my draw.
I'll just go sit.
Maybe a tick heavy.
Okay. I was pretty soft with it.
Okay. 2,
Okay. Line's pretty good.
2.
Just throwing up another guard, it looks
Might
like.
have to curl a little bit.
Sure.
I just
Going for the steal this end.
Okay, that went for.
Andrew, you play mixed doubles regularly. Do you switch back and forth with your partner on positions, or do you guys keep the same lineup?
We switch back and forth.
You do?
We
Okay.
view it as practice and, yeah.
Keep
and
it
we,
fun
we
that
need all
way.
the practice we can get. So, yeah. And that changes the shots that you're throwing typically.
Yeah,
So
makes it a little more fun that
throwing
way.
in the middle, you often get the peels or the runbacks or that sort of thing.
Hold it in.
Do you have a preference on what you throw?
Nergård.
No.
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 Sure?
I like both. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Pleiss the guard.
Yeah, we've seen most of the teams,
Yeah.
male player thrown in the middle, and female player thrown 1 and 5. Though we just watched Mac and M, and they switched.
Yeah.
They switched
Did
at
they
least
switch?
twice.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think. once. I was paying attention on the microphones, and
the minute they you
and
look
then
away,
the next thing you look, you're like, whoa, hey, they switched again.
Yeah.
Like high here is really good.
Right.
I think it's a great option, especially if you have a teammate who maybe isn't finding their draw weight that game, but they're definitely got their hits or their finesse shots.
Yeah.
Is that new?
No, it's always
No,
been.
it's always been that
It's
way.
always
Okay.
been that way. It's just you don't see a lot of people switch. At the club level, a lot of people switch, but
Sure.
otherwise, no.
Can I rub?
Yep.
Short.
All right, well then. Line's still okay. Sit.
Vil du over sånn, eller? Ja.
I'm going to go on broom. They're going to try and throw the double peel.
I went to
Gotta be-
school with a bunch of Norwegians. I should have picked something up
Yeah,
while I was
yeah.
there.
I think you got to be a little careful if he goes over the top here. That yellow's probably going in onto the red, but
Yeah.
it might not be the worst thing.
Kanskje?
That may be
Klarer du å gå inn og tappe?
a good outcome for them.
Ok.
Prøv det. Eventuelt gå over i garden. Og et T-line. Kant 8.
Oh, not the peel.
Oh,
Interesting.
T-line. T-line.
T-line.
Same in Norway.
See, there you go. I told you there aren't certain words I haven't decided a new word for.
I think we're just picking up.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll all be fluent by the end of this game.
Det er viktigst.
Nei. Nei. Ingen linje. Må
Nærmer oss. Er vi nære? Hæ?
Må køle.
Ok. En liten tapp, da.
Ja, få en liten bounce ut igjen, så kan du bruke den etterpå. Ja, hard! Hard. Okay.
Put on this side. See how
Good try,
that jams.
It didn't make the angles any better for the Norwegian team.
No,
This, or we could just go.
This side.
But then you might be able to run it in.
they want to maybe just a little more weight, a little less
Yeah, but
broom.
just-
I don't.
The only shot he's going to have is this run pick with probably no risk.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Just throw it away and give them their draw. Or just throw it here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just make sure we're close to that. We want to be touching a piece of that yellow, the far guard, or deep guard.
I mean,
Yeah. If Bompy's out there, yeah, go ahead. And you can tweet the
I
booth.
just don't think they have a shot.
Follow me at the Mike 720, and you can help us translate. But it's even at let's see,
Middle 8.
Norway is probably 6 hours ahead. We'll get 6 hours ahead, right?
Oh, I think at least.
Yeah. So four in the
7?
afternoon.
Joel knows. 7.
7. So 5 in the afternoon. Yeah, there's a chance that Bompy's not even awake yet. I would guess. He's probably out late last night.
Needs his beauty sleep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Bompy's a handsome man.
running a bit. I think over and off.
Persinger just throwing a guard here.
Yeah, they're gonna try and
Block that up.
yeah. They kind of talked about locking up this side and taking away the no risk pick, and try and make Chris and Magnus earn something other than earn a single here.
Er du sikker på at den ikke er der?
Er det?
Well, it looks
She's
like
got some
they're
heat on
Hva gjør
that.
du nå, egentlig?
just throwing it away.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That turn.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they're just trying to figure out what it's doing there.
yep. Oh, to give up 1 in the first end, it's
Yeah.
you know,
Not an issue.
not an issue.
We're saying even a 3-ender is at the worst case scenario in this game. You can come back from that.
Yeah. That's the thing about mixed doubles is the big ends. So
Yeah.
you'll see that you get 4 or 5. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So probably just a little carryover from our first game. It looks like we got a pretty good crowd out here already.
Yeah, it's getting
10 o'clock
louder.
in the morning. Yeah, it's definitely getting louder. But if you're in the area, you'd be silly not to come down and watch. Some of the best curlers in the world. Johnny Moe, Oscar Erickson, Anna Hasselberg, Kristen and Magnus. Some great teams out here. John Schuster will be here all weekend, the Ham Fam. Even the handsome John Landsteiner playing on the club side with his wife. Got a bunch of medals. Bunch of medals in the club this weekend.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Vil du gå inn, eller?
No mistaking when Sarah Anderson starts yelling out there.
Ja, det er ikke noe...
Unless Taylor's out there.
Oh, true.
Set you up for that, right? Yeah.
Fact.
Åtte, ni. Åtte! Åtte!
Tappe litt! Følg
Åtte!
med! Wow! Ja! Hold linja! Wow!
You can hear the line call there. And
Okay.
Pretty
nice
good shot.
Yeah.
Å, det der ville.
Hæ?
Det var det der ville.
Ja?
Ja, det er ikke noe vits i å ha den sånn som vi gjorde i sted. Da så du hvordan det ble.
Nei, men det ble bra, det der.
That is one of the beauties of this sport of curling, that most of the players are very gracious, do allow us into the strategy and into the game, get to listen in.
Yeah. I think that's why people enjoy it in the Olympics so much, is you don't often hear an athlete talking out what they're going to do.
Got room.
Not a bad draw there from Chris. Did see it swinging a little bit more than yesterday this morning, which is a good thing. See a few more shots made, a few more rocks in play.
Vi har 8. Liten bounce.
Ok, følg med.
8.
Ingen, følg med.
8.
Ok, hold linja.
Going for a bit of a chip here, I
Wow,
think.
wow.
Jeg er 9. Du bouncer ganske mye.
just the quiet, down to little bump.
And hit and roll on top if
Yeah.
they can.
Ooh, yeah.
Not quite going to get there.
That'll work.
Hold 9, 13 blank.
I think he was hoping for a little more curl.
Yeah, it just didn't seem to break there.
Is this your
Which I think on sheet 4.
The ice has been real tricky this weekend.
Yeah.
If you overthrow it at all, it just, the curl goes away.
And I just have a double back, but I don't mind this.
Jeg synes liksom at...
His seemed kind of straight there at the end
Yeah,
with
it did.
weight.
I think just like back 12.
Yeah.
So pretty much the same way I just threw.
Okay.
Same discussion that it
Little
seemed
more.
a little straight at the end.
Lots of
Throwing
weight.
about back 12, he said, at this.
Yep.
See what happens.
Close. Oh. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, hard.
Okay.
Not a bad effort out of Chris there.
No.
Greit for oss da.
Oh.
Så er det fris her.
Ja, bare dra
Chris is
dit.
in his second year with the Schuster team after
Det er jo fristende
Tyler
å gå
George.
den veien selvfølgelig, men jeg tror
Hung it up?
Går der,
Yeah, hung it up.
Gå en her.
Ok.
Live the
Shout-
good life.
Shout out to Tyler George if he's out there. He's probably still asleep too.
Kanskje litt mer is.
My guess is he still curls, probably.
He probably plays
Yeah.
leagues. I think he is an ambassador for United States curling.
Oh, wow.
So
Very
Good
cool.
for him.
they usher him around to clubs all over the United States, and yeah, he. I think that's his role outside of his running George's Liquor
Jeg har ikke lange
up in Duluth.
Tror ikke den setter seg.
Ingen linje.
Vi setter oss 8. 8 nå. Rett ned på den gule, eller?
Ned på
Vi er
den.
8 nå, vi vil ikke legge opp dobbelen.
Ja. Ja.
La han sitte der.
Ja.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was a good yaw or a bad yaw.
I think that
I'm
was a
not.
bad
I don't.
yaw.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it,
going to
it
give him an
just-
opportunity here.
Just didn't move over the way they thought it would.
Yeah. Right here.
Chris is excited about this shot. I think.
Yeah.
He ran
Chris
down
still likes to
pretty
throw him
quick.
hard.
Yeah.
12-9, sa du?
Still really good at it.
I think he's younger than I am, so I'm going to call him a youngster still.
Yeah.
Maybe by a year.
Curl.
Okay.
Not sure that could have worked
Team
out much
Norway.
worse for him.
Yeah, Team Norway lucked out on that one. I think you put one right on the spit.
Må
and-
fjerne 2 likevel, men...
I'm surprised we didn't hear a naughty word.
I am impressed we didn't.
Yes,
Vi
agreed.
kunne ha gått her, da, og så tappa den.
Maybe they have been to a few slams. He's probably used to minding his P's and Q's and
knows
not
his-
having to play CBC or
Yeah.
TSN. Their naughty word fines.
Yeah,
I
get a
don't
little
know.
talking
Yeah.
to
Litt mindre enn i
afterwards.
stad, men ikke mye.
What?
They don't have the delay, the 30-second delay.
I don't think so.
Like Fox
They might have a
or
little,
something, yeah.
but I've heard many an F-bomb out of Benny Heebs
Oh my goodness.
watching
yes.
watching Tim Hortons.
I feel like
watching the
they just
Briar.
turn his mic
Not
down
fun.
now, don't they? I don't know.
They should.
6! 6!
Har plass!
6!
He's fabulous to
Linja
watch
er
though.
grei,
A
men
great
har
color.
fortsatt litt plass.
Yeah, if you need an outturn draw swept,
Linja.
yeah,
That's your
that's
guy.
the guy I'm signing up for.
Yeah.
Aldri.
Jeg vil gjerne
That's
helt inn i
someone who's a
hakket
big guy. You can put a lot of weight on that
Okay.
broom, and yeah,
der. Wow.
nice shot.
Yeah.
After giving up one in the first, Kristen and Magnus looking to get a bunch back.
Yeah.
As long as we just probably can't move this
I
one.
think there is an opportunity to maybe pop that yellow in there a little, and
Yeah, I mean, this one is probably jamming there. But this is going to be buried. So, we at least got to deal with it. Yeah, I think half so that it doesn't. Yeah, I think half's perfect.
Vicky can throw it pretty hard too, so
Yeah.
I mean, and
And then they probably.
there are, I think the TSN boys gave her the nickname the Eraser a couple years ago. She made a quad at nationals or something. It was pretty
Wow.
dope.
It's gonna be really straight here.
I think it's going to not curl like at all. Think like edge?
Take edge, yeah.
As soon as we're on a piece, just let me know.
Yeah, hard to hit this too thin. It's going into something red regardless.
Yep, yep. All the way. Hard!
Surprised she's hitting it with that much weight.
that is, yeah.
I think you can get a bunch of them out of there. Like almost all of them.
Like that.
Almost all of
Yeah,
them. There she
that's
is.
pretty good.
Good
That's
shot.
not last round.
Skal du
Yeah.
bytte den dit for to?
That was Kristen's got last rock.
She does,
so.
okay.
So there's still an opportunity
Det tror jeg
to
er lettest. Det så ut som den siden var rettere.
hit
Possibly.
for 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, they could
Yeah.
get 3 here.
Gå innom og tappe, da.
Ja, det tror jeg er lettest.
That guard's gonna
Jeg
make it a little
vet
hard,
isen
but-
på Altan, så
Yep.
det gjør det jo... Det er jo
Not
lettere på
impossible.
Altan egentlig, men jeg vet ikke isen her.
Du kan jo dra for en.
Ja, dra for en innan, og så hvis du
Probably
tar farten,
plan
så-
for a 2 here And if it curls real nice, they can get their 3.
Jeg tror det. Ja, det er jo det. Fint der nå.
The yellow one that's back 8 probably complicates things a little bit.
Farta er grei. Må være tight på garden.
Whoa! Nei!
She's not going the way I thought she was going to go.
Kelle! Kelle!
No.
I would have thought they would have played the out turn there and just tried to play it quiet, but
Yeah, I don't.
it's still.
This is the
Well, it's for 1.
Well, they got 1 out of it.
We're tied up. Yeah.
Hva ble det?
En til oss.
just seems to hang a little bit on that side. Takes a little longer to break there.
With any weight, really.
Yeah.
Well, after 2, that puts Kristen and Magnus up 2-1 over Pleiss and Persinger. We'll thank our. Huh? Oh yeah, 1-1.
Yeah.
I thought they got 2 there.
I think we're tied.
I was giving it to him. Yeah, it's tied 1-1.
Yeah.
I apparently need more coffee.
He's been here since 8 o'clock, Angela.
Been up since 6. Hey, leave me alone.
Didn't get his beauty sleep.
Yeah, no. There's not no
Sorry,
sleep
Mike.
in the world to give me beauty sleep. But we'll thank our sponsors. Leinenkugels Beer is our title sponsor for the event. Leinenkugels, second year with the Madison Doubledown here in Madison, Wisconsin. I'd say beautiful Madison, Wisconsin most of the time, but there's 4 inches of snow outside, so it's not so beautiful this year.
Not so good right now.
We'll thank our sheet sponsor for this game, Baker Tilly, for your accounting and other general accounting needs. Vicky and Chris are sponsored by Parkside Pub here in McFarland, Wisconsin. Check them out for a huge craft beer tap list. And Kristen and Magnus are sponsored by Village Smile Care, also here in McFarland, Wisconsin. Run by a curler. Patronize those curling run businesses. Check them out.
Or in Mount Horeb, Village.
Oh, she's in Mount Horeb?
She's
I thought
in
she.
Mount Horeb.
Oh,
On the Trollway.
I'm
Yep.
sorry. I
Yep.
thought she was in McFarland.
No,
Thinking that 405.
Thank you.
sorry.
You don't need to be sorry. Should have done my homework.
It's going to take you a little longer to get there, but all worth the travel.
I like the weight.
I think it's a little hot.
Yeah, look at that.
Right off.
Village Smile Care.
How heavy is it?
Comprehensive and family
back eight.
dentistry.
Okay.
Angela Cote, DDS. 1730 Business Highway 16 and 151 East. 18. That is really small text. Mount Horeb. Hey, you know what? It's next to a Culver's.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Get your sugar and then get your teeth cleaned.
Yeah, go to the dentist and then grab a Butterburger.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Felt good about it.
Yeah, I liked it on your hand.
Thought it was a little heavy, but
All this discussion of beer and burgers has got me hungry.
Yes.
10 a.m.
It's brunch time.
All right.
Yeah. It's the weekend. Anything
Yeah.
can happen. Yeah.
Good man.
Litt opp, kanskje?
Yeah, if somebody's out there, I could use a Bloody Mary.
See, there's that
You can deliver it to the video booth here,
break.
the Madison
Opp.
Curling Club.
What's the address? Should we tell them that?
Yeah, Marsh Road.
Oh,
Come
there
on
you
down.
go.
50 some. I don't numbers. I think we have a 4-digit number.
McFarland.
Yeah, McFarland.
McFarland.
Marsh Road. Come on.
If you're out there listening, you might as well come on down if you're in the area, of course.
Or just fly over.
Or fly over.
It's fine. So,
Bro, I think like there. Like I don't think it's more than like 2 inches off.
yeah.
trying to get both of those.
I think he can. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, he can. He
If it
just has
curls
to
up
curl
at
up
the right
enough.
moment,
Yeah.
not go for the one.
Mine's a little
Throwing it
tight.
quieter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably
squash.
control-ish, boardish to control-ish.
Close. Whoa, close line. Line,
It'd
line,
be good
line,
if
line,
he could
line,
stick
line,
around. So
Hard line. Okay, whoa.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think that was hard.
very,
That's a nice shot,
very
Chris.
nice shot.
My bad.
Pistol.
I didn't. I was surprised.
Didn't seem like he had much weight, but threw it perfect.
Ja.
Lee.
Jeg tror jeg vil bare gjøre det. Eller på utside, faktisk. Men touch innside er også bra, så.
You could see a triple back.
11.
Maybe.
Judging by the broom, I'd say that's what we're going for here.
He's not going to throw this one soft. It's close for a triple.
Yep. I think the top one.
Yeah, you throw it hard enough. Producer Joel Dietz, you throw it hard enough, there's always a triple.
I think this top one will stay, but still a nice shot.
Still pretty good.
Still a nice shot.
Yeah.
I think that they just. What's that? Yeah, I just think I think we're gonna get forced if we hit that one. Yeah, I think we can get shot. I'm thinking it's just like there. As long as we bury enough that he can't play the double. The double jams too, so. Honestly, even if it's not.
What are we going to do here,
Even if it's
Mike?
not second shot, but it's in the ring.
Did you hear him?
I mean, they're not taking much ice, so my guess is like backline to hack.
Okay.
And hit and roll under. He just is, they want to take a corner away so they can't play the double, I heard. Boardish.
Line's a little tight.
Kick heavy.
I think he's just
No,
drawing.
he's just
Okay,
drawing.
line's good.
Remember, he's yellow.
Yep, line.
Just going to bring it down right onto it.
Oh, line's good.
It's corner freeze.
Definitely going for the steal. I was wondering if maybe it hit that other
Yeah.
rock, but
Well, they have hammer.
Yeah.
no, that's true.
Look at us all.
I'm gonna
Look
get
at us
both
all.
of you
Look at us all
coffee right
just,
now. I'm
just
gonna,
paying
I'll be right
attention
back.
this
It
morning.
takes,
We are
it
just,
takes 3 of us to screw in a light bulb here.
Yeah.
4 times.
we are just on top of it.
Bite down.
Earlier, yeah.
Then I really like that call.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
was
going
good.
to change my thought process.
He threw me off with we don't want to give him the double, and I'm thinking he's making some cross house. Red. Somebody says he's yellow. We'll figure it out.
It's early in the game. We
Fin fart.
haven't figured out by 4th end.
Whoa, forsiktig!
Kun linje.
Bare fart! Gjerne køle.
Okay. Bra.
Hæ?
Det er greit, da.
Pretty good. Puts in a nice offensive position.
Right, now they have to deal with it.
On sheet 2, we just saw Hasselberg and Eriksson take a 4-ender. Puts them up to score a 5-1 over Anderson Dropkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty now.
Yeah.
Even if we can.
I don't know if
tap
I'd be
and
tempted
roll
to just
dead
draw
berry, it's
top
really
4
good.
on top of the other yellow and not worry about that red just yet. Let them play on it. I don't know.
Like, pretty close
I
to
think
the
they're
last
going to
one.
make a play on that rock.
Obviously, more, but-
Yep. I'm gonna take that same ice, dude.
Yeah.
I think kind of the same-ish thing if they can get a corner freeze.
Got a
Be pretty
curl.
good on the red that was just thrown.
Got a curl.
Sure?
Got a curl still. Line's getting better.
Det går det, sier
I'm
jeg.
not in love with that, but
Tror det.
No, it
They
does
want-
set
that's
them up
what they-
nicely, and it forces
Tror det.
Norway to do something with it.
So we've got all we've got world curlers and club curlers out here, but all the world events are all A finals. So everybody playing right now is playing for a spot in the quarters. We'll keep you up to date on the games out here.
Hva vil du?
Jeg litt for garden, egentlig.
Ja, da kjører vi garden. Eller? Ja. Jeg enig, jeg. Jeg kommer litt bra for 2. Det greit.
Cat Schneider peeking his head in the video booth.
Jeg liker det.
He escorted one of the best shots. Early runner-up for. We'll let him get his headphones on. Let him get his headphones on, and you can talk about it.
Tell us more, yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Kat. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, no problem. Is it too early for a pint, or?
No,
never.
it's
never.
It's,
We've been talking about it since 8, so.
I'm not sure if you're familiar, Kat. This is Wisconsin, and we're professional drinkers here. So no,
it's very similar to Saskatchewan.
You know what? We were just talking about it, and we said this a bit last year. We're very confident it's Wisconsin is like the Canada of U.S. We're like, everyone's so nice here. Everyone drinks a ton, and everyone has a lot of fun.
Saskatchewan of the
Or Saskatchewan. I mean, that's where I'm from. So.
Me too. I'm loving your accent right now.
Which is like a great compliment as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely,
I like Canada,
that's awesome.
So, and we always have a great time here.
So welcome.
That's great. Yeah,
you were here last year, right?
We were here last year.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
We had so much fun. I just said I don't care what we got to do. Right now we're in between 2 slams. Like barely had enough time to get down here and get back. And I'm like, we gotta come here.
Got it.
We had so much fun last year. Yeah.
That is great.
You were in the final last year. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were in the final.
Didn't work out the way you wanted, but you were still there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It was fun. Johnny brought down Al Hackner, a curling legend, last year to coach him.
Oh, cool.
So we sat up telling stories and playing cards and drinking till very late nights last year. And so the final, I almost had nothing left in the tank.
Caught up with you, huh? Yeah.
Al was coaching you, was he?
Yeah, coaching.
Yeah.
I think Al's forgot more about curling than our entire table put together.
Literally,
yeah.
That guy, man, does he have stories? Unbelievable. So.
Yeah, that shot Dunstone made in the Masters.
Yeah, which one?
Talk about
Kid was on fire.
The one that it's like shot of the year. Did you guys even think it was there? It's like the run double.
So our thought process there was we knew, like, ideally if you hit it, we kind of hit it on the nose, where there's 2 ways to make the shot. We could hit it hair high and just stuck the run double.
Yep.
Or we could nose it and kind of kick our red off the side. Now, we said, okay, if you hit it a little high, great. But if you nose it, we were pretty confident we were going to get 1.
Yeah.
But we didn't know how that side red was going to kick off and spin down, and it turned out perfectly.
It was a beauty. If you haven't seen it, go out, check it out. It's going to be right up there for shot of the year. It's great.
Yeah, it was a hell of a shot.
You do got to talk to him about that hat. That's a bad hat. I mean, I know it's like 97 Briar.
Yeah, I think it's a Calgary Briar 97.
Yeah.
It's literally like a heat sink. Like he said, he's on fire when he wears it because it's like legit leather.
Yeah, the
With
green
like a zipper on the back.
The green leather is pretty. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
so how we got that was he always has these like goofy, stupid-looking hats all the time, and he always wears them. So my home club, the Highland Curling Club in Regina, shout out to our manager AJ. He's a beauty, takes care of us all the time. And he got this hat from some like old curler who had it sitting in his who knows where.
Awesome.
And we were in his office just chatting curling, and we saw that hat, and I'm like, where did you get that hat? And he's like, oh, dude, like this like 90-some-year-old curler who just randomly had it, brought it in, and said, you guys will find a use for this. And I'm like, that looks like a hat that Matt Dunston would wear. He happened to be flying in right before the slam so that we could practice because he lives in Kamloops.
Yeah.
And we showed him the hat, and literally he didn't take it off for almost a week and a half.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And so we just kept winning with it. So we're like, Matt, you got to keep wearing that hat. And then it like blew up all over social
It's great,
media.
yeah.
People were like, wow, that hat is.
It's something.
It's something.
Yeah.
So,
Great.
Check it out. It sounds like a football or something.
Oh, it's a hat. It's a hat. So how's the event been going for you this year, Kat?
good. We've struggled a bit.
Okay.
A little bit straighter ice than we saw at the Slam, so we're a little
Sure.
having a hard time adjusting to that a bit.
Sure.
But no, it's all right. It's been fun. You know what? Again, like I said, the event you can lose 3 straight and still have such a great time. So
Absolutely.
one of the few.
That's fabulous.
Yep. Excellent.
Yeah. So it's been good.
Looks like the last time Chris and Vicky were able to get a deuce there, so.
Yeah, sorry for taking away
No,
from that.
no.
No, thanks for joining us.
We need more
It's
of this
great.
in the booth. More of you and less of us. Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Just saying. Draw.
We love
Nice
stories,
shot.
is what
Yeah.
we're trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. And we don't have a lot, so carry on.
Stories. What else could I tell you?
Yeah.
So where are you off to after this? The
So
next
from
slam,
here,
or-
we actually drive to Milwaukee and fly from Milwaukee all the way to Halifax. Because the
Alright.
next
Okay.
slam is in Pictou County, New Glasgow, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I love Nova Scotia.
Middle of nowhere.
Great.
Yeah.
Middle
Yeah.
of nowhere, but gorgeous.
Yeah.
I actually took some time and toured the East Coast this summer.
Uh-huh.
I hit New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and PEI, and it's just it is something else.
Beautiful.
That's great.
Unbelievably beautiful. Yeah, people are very nice. Went to something called Cavendish Country Music Festival, and it's pretty much right off the ocean.
Yeah, we got a picture of the Dunstone hat on
Oh,
the,
do ya?
on the on the
Oh
stream
yeah,
right
there
now.
it is. There it
Oh,
is.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, you know what's amazing? I can't believe that he can still see the broom. And sometimes the way he throws, I'm like, I probably couldn't see the
Probably
broom.
didn't,
But he looks so good.
Yeah, it's like when I wear hats, when I curl, like it's like when you're sliding, like I almost have to tip my head up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when he's down that low, like it's actually unbelievable that he can still see.
See it all, yeah.
Maybe he sees off the reflection of the ice.
He's got a mirror.
Just has a
That's
sense.
awesome. And this is your first year with that team, is that right?
Second year.
Second year.
Second
Sorry.
year, yeah. Yeah, no, we had an okay year last year. We did well internationally. We won the World Cup in Sweden. Actually, we beat Oscar's team
There you
in
go.
the final
Yep.
in Sweden. But we didn't do very well in the slams last year, so that was kind of our main goal this year was to really focus on the slams. And so far, it paid off.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's great.
Slams in the Briar, right?
Slams and get to the Briar, yeah, seriously.
Where is the Briar this year?
The Briar is in Kingston, Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's tight, can you
Fairly
go by
pretty-
that one?
Like a 3-4
Very
on
nice.
its own.
Yep.
Fairly close to straight north of here, I would say. Have you guys
keep
came up
going.
to the Briar before?
I've not. I
back,
keep
you're back.
meaning to go. I
Oh,
need to
Mike,
go.
you
I need
need
to
to
go.
go.
I know.
You been?
I know.
Yeah,
What's
been.
Briar?
You know,
A while ago.
I volunteered at the 89 Briar.
fellow
so-
Canadian,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
so
from
yeah.
Saskatchewan.
Are you?
originally. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
for sure.
all the
Yeah.
Saskatchewan comments, I'm starting to get it. Slow learner.
Okay.
Where was that Briar?
That was in Saskatoon.
Saskatoon?
Yeah, yeah. And since then it's been back a few times to Saskatoon and yeah.
Yeah,
definitely
Saskatoon
they
hosts
host
great
it
Briars.
very well. Yeah.
It was in Regina a couple of years ago.
It was. That's
Yeah,
right.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Whole biggest briar patch like in the history of the world.
Mike, you can't actually even imagine it.
No,
Briar patch.
probably not.
You really can't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like it was like if you can imagine like one briar patch, which is massive, and you fit like 10,000. You can fit like 10,000 people in there.
Yeah.
It was like 4 of those put into one. It was
Wow.
unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's yeah. That's a patch.
That's yeah.
Gotta love
There's
Canada.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
and like it didn't matter if people knew curling, didn't know curling. Like literally, Regina pretty much shut down and went to the briar patch. It was
That's awesome.
unbelievable.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Ooh, John Morris had
John
a nice
Morris.
shot.
Beautiful
Very
shot by
nice.
John.
That was a good one.
Same weight on this line, you think, is shorter than that?
I think probably the
Ooh,
same.
Anna, tough one for Anna there.
When do you play next, Kat?
We played 5 tonight.
5.
5 p.m.
If you're out there, come on down. Watch Cat play. Not only is he a good curler, he's good looking.
Depends who you ask. I actually went and just got a buzz. I don't know if my hair's ever been this short, but I got Becca to text her friend yesterday, and I'm like, hey, like, I need to like trim my beard, and I'm kind of like, oh, I wonder if I could just go find a barber shop.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, one of my good friends that I grew up with runs this shop. I'm like, oh, text her, see if I can get in. She got me in like 2 hours later. So she's like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, I don't know, kind of like a little fade, like keep the top a little long. And then so she like took a buzz razor and just kind of like shaved one side. And she's like, this will be kind of the max. Like, how do you think? I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I took maxes and like this will be like the shortest.
Yeah, you went opposite.
Yeah, it was the opposite. Like that was the So
that was the most.
So you won't need a haircut for a while now.
Will not need a haircut for a while.
You may need a hat.
But yeah, I need a hat.
Yeah.
Talk to Matt.
Feels weird, but it feels good though.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Maggie's throwing a little hack waiter there. Just clearing
Open it
things
up,
out.
yep.
Yeah.
Straight center.
Straight guard.
Oh no, that's.
Yeah. I like the intern since we've been.
I like the intern too.
Is there a side we want to favor?
Basically,
Probably this side.
yeah. I think just touch the center, like touch the center line.
Alright.
So Christopher and Vicky are yellow here, looking to just guard, eh?
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
think
tough to see from my vantage
Take a
point.
steal.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
You can
Wizard
look
of
at
Oz
the,
over here, right?
look
Oh, there we
at the
go.
monitor if you want.
Yeah.
That's a little
It's a
easier.
little easier.
What are you thinking? Like, I'm thinking it's not gonna go as curl as much because the curl's late.
Middle.
I'm just thinking like here.
I think mine will curl a little more than yours.
You think?
Kat, how'd you hook up with Shannon as a partner for mixed doubles? She used to play with Gunner, right? I think.
She did.
At the
yeah.
trials,
yeah,
at least.
That's right. Yeah, she played with Gunner. We kind of met each other on the tour. Just kind of seeing each other. I guess playing each other get a bit in mixed doubles, and then seeing her kind of with her women's team.
Okay.
I think the first time I really hung out with her was at the pre-trials when I was playing with John Morris.
Got it.
And Summerside PEI, and she was with she was skipping her own team actually.
Okay.
And hung out with the team a bit there, and thought she was pretty cool, pretty good curler. So we decided after the trials that we'd throw it together, and so far it's worked out pretty well. We've
Nice.
had quite a bit of success, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
She's a great thrower, so.
Great thrower, great sweeper.
Yeah.
She's playing front
That's the
end
other
for.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
She's, somewhat pretty close to age in me, which is good. So we have a lot of fun together, and she's fun. Like, we enjoy having a good time. We're not going to just go curl and then
Awesome.
go home.
Don't
Yeah.
take it.
Not too
There she is.
seriously.
She's in the background
Take it-
saying, hey, shh, be
Take
careful
it.
what you say.
Take it serious, but not too serious. That's good. That's good. That's what you're supposed to do, Caroline.
Exactly, yeah. No, we have a good time. We usually actually, any spiel we go to, we usually find a house with Johnny Moe and his partner, who seems to change every weekend. But, yeah, John likes to have fun, too. We play a lot of cards, and he's a great, I don't know if you know this, but he's a great chef.
He is a great chef.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've not heard that.
Yeah.
So he loves to eat healthy food and make good meals, so that's a bonus of having Johnny Moe on your team.
Definite bonus.
We're actually staying with Becca Hamilton at her house this weekend.
Nice.
All
Perfect.
4 of us, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
It's like 4 minutes from my house.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, come on over.
Probably will.
Inviting people to not my house.
Just give us the address. It's all good.
Sounds good. Works for me.
Post party at the Hamilton house.
Last night we actually had like us four, and then we had Oscar and Anna over to play some cards. We taught them how to play a game called Screw Your Neighbor. So
Oh,
great
sounds
game
a little
there.
ridiculous, but it's fun.
A lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, Kat, but we do have a.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
The yellow.
Okay, we're gonna
no.
go
All
power
right, well,
play.
we have power play, but I
Power
can't get my
play.
air horn to work.
That's funny. It's like, what's he doing?
He is
Yeah.
extremely excited. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Power play.
That's good.
A little delayed, but
Yeah, we keep it real serious, real serious here in the booth.
What do you like? Yeah.
Call me a regular Russ up here.
We'll try and hit it into the 4-foot though, and Nergård, right?
Yep.
I didn't see how many, but Chris and Vicky obviously
A little slow.
Probably
They
stole another one.
Stole one.
Stole
there.
one again.
Yeah, they stole one. Updates
Look
on
at,
the
them, look at
other
them being diligent, hanging their scores and everything.
Well, yeah.
All responsible out there.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
The other sheets, I'll give you a quick update.
whoa.
Looks like
Outside.
Jolene and John are up on
Hard. Okay, line.
Patrick
Clancy
Jansen.
and Clancy and Patrick. 3-2 over there. And
Thought I threw that really
Anna and Oscar are running away with this one right now.
Move
There's
far
still a
enough so
chance
we can
for
run this one.
Sarah and Corey to get back into it, but it's 6-1 right now
Yeah, run.
for the Swedes.
Good girl, like.
Full 12 bare relativt
Kat, do you know any Norwegian? We've been listening to Magnus and Kristen.
We
I got
don't have
nothing.
it.
No, not a lot. Actually,
That's
as
okay.
I was bugging
Okay,
Anna
fuck that,
last
you got-
night. I have a
you
rule
got-
that if we're playing cards, they're not allowed to talk Swedish.
Ah.
Fair. That's
Right.
fair.
But
No table talk.
but they did so much, I almost figured out their language last night. So I had a feeling there's a little
Picking
there's
up
a little
stuff.
something going on there. No, those guys are fun. I like
Excellent.
hanging out with them. They're a good time.
2 on hers.
Yeah, that's 5-2.
Great.
So, I mean, Sweet's good. They can edge a button.
I think Oscar likes his cocktails just as much as
what are
I
you
do,
for?
so we get along quite well.
Oh, you're a 4-5-6.
My 4-5-6. Let's do that.
Up to
then.
you. Up.
Yeah.
Your rocks.
Let's go 4-5-6.
So are other mixed doubles fields as relaxed or as
I think.
same sort of vibe to them as this one?
No, not
Yeah.
really. We played in one actually in Seattle that was a little bit similar.
Okay.
It was actually pretty fun, pretty relaxed, kind of a good atmosphere with, some cocktails, some, pool games after. They took us downtown. They did a few fish fries.
Yeah. That's
That was kind of the closest we've seen to this one, but as far as
Are we on it?
hospitality,
Yep, keep
I
going
haven't
now.
seen anything like this, just
Really
with
light.
food available all the time
Bounce it off if you can.
and beers on tap, and people always asking if you need a hand or help or massage therapist close by. It's awesome.
That's great.
Can't ask for much more.
There's nothing like it out there with the club level and the world level events,
Probably
is
gonna
there?
just run this.
No,
That's awesome.
That one
I mean,
just
not that
threw
I've been
back.
to. We don't play a ton of mixed doubles, but
It's all right.
no, it's hard
Unless
to
they're
find.
around,
That's for
but
sure.
I think a lot of those club curlers think it's pretty cool out there rubbing
Yeah.
elbows with you guys at the
Oh,
same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
and-
highlight. Yeah.
And the other, just having that other event and those people around, and they're all so nice and just want to chat curling. And it's
Good
awesome.
linje.
That's cool.
Good linje.
I think a lot of them are
Well said.
surprised that athletes like you guys that have been to slams and been to the Briar and play at such a high level are so approachable.
Yeah.
'Cause I think you're not going to go to a baseball game and be
Be able to talk
little
to
kid
those.
baseball and
Right.
talk to
Actually,
Mike Trout or whoever.
Yeah,
Altuve.
I think
Yeah, Altuve.
curling with John, actually, he taught me so much about that. He's actually unbelievable how, and I think he's had to learn that too.
Mhm.
He's he never used, like when he was younger, he wasn't like that either. But he's
think it's
he's
gonna
one of the
move.
most genuine people I know.
Maybe an inch more.
Every
Yeah.
time takes the time, even if he's got a short time between games, he'll always stop and talk to somebody for as long as they would like.
That's great.
He's very genuine like that, and I think that's important
outside.
because
Yeah.
that's where
On
you
the
get your
outside.
support, too.
Yeah.
Hard.
Hard,
Hard, hard, hard,
sponsors
hard.
with people cheering for you. You need that in curling. So.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
Sett opp, du får sette opp isen din selv.
Der vant.
I know when I moved down here to Madison, it was very unique to be out playing at leagues or at bonspiels, little two-sheeter bonspiels with former Olympic,
Right.
reps and people who've been national champions, and that's what people have come to expect here is that
Right.
there are curlers and we like to talk to them and
In
curl
rep.
with them. And
Are you able to play in like men's league at your home club or or
Not enough
it's
time.
probably pretty tough. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
tough.
very tough. We practice there. I actually, a couple of my good friends and a couple of my cousins,
Bump.
they started a team called the Broomstack.
Nei.
Okay.
And so they literally
This sounds
made-
like a team I'm
Oh,
interested
you
in.
would fit in
League
perfectly.
Skal du rulle den?
So they actually made a logo called the Broom Stackers with like kind of two brooms stacked. They call themselves, their nicknames the Stack. And they have like social media. And
Nice shot there out of Kristen. That was a beauty. Hit and roll.
They post about like their league every night. Like they'll post a picture of their Pilsners, which is like a classic Saskatchewan beer. And they're always tweeting about it. So it's funny because I actually, right before the slam, I subbed for them for one night. And it's like they're beauties. They're actually like, they didn't really curl when they were young, but they're trying hard to get into it. Like they're starting to even play in some smaller competitive events, but they're more there just to have fun, and they're goofballs and have a great time.
That's great.
So I subbed with them right before we went to the slam. So they gave me one of their Broom Stackers hat, and I was kind of wearing it during the slam. So and then we have great support for them. As soon as we won it, they were like totally all over. Had to have been the Broom Stackers. Got you prepared for the Grand Slam.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you're able to do
that. Little
that.
training with them.
Exactly.
I did it. Yeah.
So we just randomly will sub with any kind of club team that would like my sister and my dad play some race in Regina, so whenever we have a chance and go play and just have some fun.
Cool.
It's nice to kind of play when it's not super competitive and just enjoy it a little bit.
Just get back and just really enjoy the game.
Exactly. Just socialize.
If I have like.
That's all right. That's great. Because they probably think it's pretty cool, but it's awesome to hear your side of it, that you're having a good time with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you don't have to feel stressed out or anything. Just go out there and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Corey and Sarah got a great end set up here, and Oscar and Anna are in a bit of trouble. Could be the comeback.
Could be the comeback, yeah.
Magnus.
They've taken their time out to go and discuss it a little.
Kristen will blow that mic out right away. Holy smokes.
Oh, there's a reason. Yeah. She was hoping for more. Or less, I should say.
Although, Vicky and them
Not
gotta
bad.
be careful because there's 3 reds in there and only 1 yellow.
Yep, good point.
Yeah, it's a lonely yellow right now.
It's a very lonely yellow.
Is it more open now? Yeah.
It's pretty open now.
They can like control.
That was not an awful miss.
Yeah, worked out.
We probably can hold.
The weight he threw on that was really nice.
Yeah, as long as you're rolling anywhere.
Very good choice on the weight.
I'm gonna take like an inch.
I would take an inch off.
Yeah.
And then we just have to roll like a minimum of like 6 inches.
Into the 8.
Yeah. So just hit 3/4 of it.
Kat, is Patrick playing with a 4-person team? Do you know?
You know what? I don't know, actually.
Okay.
He might not be. He might. I've heard they've played a few mixed doubles events, so.
Close.
Okay.
No, close to line. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Yep. Hard. Hard.
It's actually a pretty good shot by Anna, actually.
Good try.
I think Kristen Magnus are going to have a soft hit here for 3. It's like it.
Did she? She didn't get.
She didn't roll in enough.
Didn't roll in enough?
Vicky didn't roll in quite enough.
Yeah, that's tough. And you don't know, like, it's a little bit straighter towards, like, in the middle 8-foot, 4-foot lines.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if you go out there, you're kind of scared to get a little frosty and go on,
Yeah, catch a little fresh pebble and.
But if it doesn't, then you can look silly pretty fast.
Yeah. It's been. I've noticed it's been real weight sensitive this weekend. You throw it over just a little bit, and it just tracks.
Great observation, because you can literally be an extra, like, all it takes is an extra like 3 feet, and you can be like a foot wider. It's crazy. So you gotta be very careful.
Let's see if they can make this here and take advantage of their power play.
Magnus, very good sweeper.
Just letting it curl a little. Looks good.
All the Norwegians seem to be very good sweepers.
Yes.
Hanging at 3 there, definitely take advantage of their power play. Nice end by Magnus and Kristen.
We're all tied up now on 4.
Oh no.
Oh.
Looks like so Sarah and Corey had like just a backliner for 4, and they kind of waited too long on it and just nicked the guard. Yeah, it's too bad.
A definite audible "oh" from the crowd out here. Watch.
Yeah. It looks like.
I thought Pleiss and Persinger might go power play here. They're gonna stay going up the middle.
So it's tied in the 6th.
Yep, tied playing 6. I want to thank
So
Sid Schmoose for sitting in with us. See you later, Sid. Appreciate it. Get some rest.
See you, Sid. Yep.
This on sheet 2. I think they got 1. Sorry, Sarah and Corey got 1.
They took 1.
Yeah, Anna made a pretty good freeze, and Sarah actually looked like she had a great shot, but they just didn't sweep it very well. You want to get in here, Shan?
Come on in.
8!
Hey, all right, we're gonna get Shannon sitting in for a little bit. Okay, we will not ask
you how
about
Kat's
how
been playing. Okay.
No, we'll just dig some other dirt on you.
Welcome, first time in Madison.
No.
She was here last year.
So, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's good to be back.
Great. How's your 4-person season going?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've had a really strong start. We won 2 events so far. So,
Very nice.
yeah, looking forward to the next slam next week. So.
Their team is #1 in the world. Not a big deal.
No big deal, right?
I did not realize you were that high. Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
great.
The team of 4 skips.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get? I do need to know. Are you gonna get kicked out of the skips union for the amount of sweeping that you do now? Like, I don't think.
100%. I don't think you could call us 4 skips anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
You were when you came together. Everybody wasn't sure how that was gonna work out. Seems to be going okay.
Seems to be just fine. Yeah.
It worked out pretty well. So we're pretty happy about that.
That's great.
So you're in Nova Scotia next week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Eventuelt rett oppå gul.
Du vil rett oppå gul? Ok.
Egentlig.
How's your Norwegian, Shannon?
How's my
good?
Norwegian?
Yeah.
Not
we're-
good.
Okay. All right. Well, we're
We've been
doing our
trying.
best.
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
Farta.
8.
Linja er grei.
Ja, linje er viktigst.
Wow, wow. Bare fart.
Kun linje.
Bare fart.
7. 7.
Bare fart.
Kun linje.
Gjerne kjøle litt.
Ok, kun linje.
Linja
Fart er
begynner å
bra.
bli bra.
Yeah,
Ja.
gotta go a little bit.
Wow.
Bra.
Pretty good spot. Nice shot.
Nice shot,
Like the
man.
inside at all?
I actually met him in
Ja, perfekt.
3 years, at least 3 years ago, in kind of through Johnny, friends of Johnny's, the Zimmermans. Unbelievable family in Calgary. And so when Ben Hebert moved to Calgary and started curling kind of with, back when he was with Kevin and stuff, he actually stayed lots of times and lived for a couple of years at the Zimmermans. And then when Johnny moved there, he ended up kind of taking over Ben's spot at the Zimmermans, and they're just the most amazing people. So the Canada Cup was in Calgary, and we ended up staying there.
Yep.
And Magnus was in town for it, and he stayed there as well. So
Nice.
I met him there. Yeah.
Zimmermans must have a big house.
Big, huge house. Yeah, they can host pretty much anything. Yeah,
That's awesome.
awesome people.
Var der.
Nå ga du rød, da.
Du vil ikke her?
Looks like Johnny Mo's in a bit of
Ikke
trouble
så nær
here.
huset.
Patrick has a couple
Lenger unna.
frozen on the button.
Yeah. Shannon, you're off to the Slam this coming weekend.
Yep.
And then what else? You got to be pretty close to Scotty's playdowns, right?
Yeah, that is middle of January.
Middle of January,
Or end of
okay.
January. So we've got a couple weeks off after this coming slam, and then we go to Leduc, Alberta for the Canada Cup.
Oh, nice.
That's a big one.
Got it. Yeah, Canada Cup's a big deal.
Yeah, this year there's a Olympic trial spot up for grabs, so it's
That's right.
pretty
It
big
is-
one.
It is that time of year, or that time in the cycle, I guess. It's
Yeah.
probably a better way to put it.
Yeah, we're excited.
Ja, kanskje litt lange.
Wow.
3.
We should get some coverage of that here in the States.
Do you guys usually
E-
get?
ESPN has picked it up the last few years.
Oh, really?
So you can stream it on ESPN.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Oh, nice.
It's very nice to be able to watch.
That's rare.
Scotties,
That's
Canada
rare.
Cup. Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
not like NCAA or
Off their
Or
website,
football
you
or-
just grab it. It's
Cool.
great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Kind of thinking double peel personally.
Is this your second?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a double peel.
Yeah.
You want a brew?
it's like picking them.
They're in a bit of a tough spot. The angles are looking pretty good
Yeah.
for the Norwegian team there.
Yeah, you bet.
John trying to play off his own into these yellows.
Yeah.
That's not
looks like
bad.
it.
And then, will you go to Continental Cup? No.
Winner of the Canada Cup also goes
Winner-
to Continental Cup.
there you go.
But,
I was hoping we were
Is
gonna
it
pick
next
that
year's
right one
Canada
over.
Cup though? So I think Canada Cup this year. Oh no,
Is- no,
maybe
I
the
don't
women's
think-
spot does have a.
Selfishly,
Is
I
it
was
this
hoping
year?
just to really-
is there a U.S. team in the Canada Cup this year?
Yeah,
No.
No,
I do
if
not
there
believe
isn't,
so.
then
No.
the winner of this
Canada
year
Cup
goes
gets
to.
it. Oh, that's sweet.
Because I think Carey and Homan are already confirmed
Okay.
for
Got it.
Continental Cup. And
I
then
think
they're-
Botcher and Hui, and maybe Gushu. I don't know if we have a spot or not. I'm not sure, to be honest.
I don't know.
Good question. Great question.
I try.
We'll
I do
get
my-
back to you.
I do my best. I do
Stumped
my best.
us.
If
Stump
on-
the curler.
If
There we
only
go.
if only somebody had a cell phone that they could use to look that stuff
Think so.
and do some research. Not a big deal.
It is back
Cat-
in Canada this year, though.
Cat-
Yes,
Cup.
yeah, it's in London, Ontario.
Yeah.
Kat, will you guys be at Canada Cup, or is that? Or do you
looks
still
like we
do you
should-
still have
we
a
will
chance?
be.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. Like they changed the number of teams that get in this year.
Mhm.
So there's actually I think it was 6 teams they guaranteed, 5 or 6 teams they guaranteed. Now then there's one spot up for grabs on year-to-date points.
Okay.
So we were like battling with like 4 or 5 teams. The problem with that is some of these teams literally have played 8 events already.
Right.
But they're only taking the top 5 counters. So winning the slam last weekend put us in a great spot to get in the Canada Cup, which was
Well,
one of
good.
our goals.
Congratulations,
So
yeah.
we're looking like we're pretty good.
Yeah, talk about that. I mean, the season has started earlier and earlier and earlier. Last
Yeah.
few years for
It's crazy,
both
like
men's and women's.
Oh, nice shot, Oscar. Last year with mixed doubles, I think I played like 23 events, and so did Chan.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
Like
It was a lot.
incredible.
23
Wow.
events.
And we wondered why we had shoulder issues,
Yes.
and back issues.
Everything
Yeah.
aches. Yeah.
And it was kind of a weird year because they had the World Cup events, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, which kind of added a little bit
it
for.
added, which
Chris
we
is
didn't
doing
we didn't expect to get
Very
a
nice,
World
nice
shot by
shot,
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice.
Long run back.
Yeah, very nice. So that just like added to the year, and so then we're after last year, we're like, okay, like that was ridiculous. We're not playing that much. And then they changed the rules, and then we're like, oh, for the Canada Cups, we're like, okay, now we got to kind of keep up with these teams for that spot. So we're like looking again. Now we're like, oh man, we're playing more than we wanted to again. But
Were you guys 7th to finish off the year last year? Did you think you were going to be in?
yeah, so last year,
Yeah.
how it was set up was we would have been straight in.
Oh, and then they
And
cut
then
it down.
after the
and then-
Canada Cup
Cut it
last
down.
year, they cut it down.
Yeah, okay.
So, but yeah, it's just getting too long. Like we didn't finish. We got back from China from the World Cup finale May 20th,
Okay.
and all we had off was 11 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
The whole year.
insane.
Of the whole year from
The
curling.
whole year. And we
Wow.
started later than most teams did. Like a bunch of teams went to Japan for a couple spiels earlier in the
Yeah.
year. So it's just so much.
Shane, did you play in a World Cup event last year?
I did, but I was actually sparing for the Jones team.
Okay.
So we were in the World Cup final,
Got it.
and it was pretty cool. It was a long trip for me in May. I went to Beijing with the Jones team, and then I went to Thailand for a week, and then met my team in Russia, and we played in the Arctic Cup up there.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, my curling season ended like June 1st. It was pretty wild.
And your first spiel this year was?
Our first spiel was September 13th, so Edmonton.
Oh my
Wow.
So we tried to push it back as much as we could, but Edmonton's a good one for us to be in just because we can stay with Val and get some practice in at the Saville as well.
Yeah, that's nice.
So we decided to take advantage of that, and obviously it worked out for us, that event. We had a really good spiels and won it, so yeah.
Nice.
But we definitely eased into the season. We've only played, I guess it's been 4 events now, so, and last year at this time we had played 8, so.
Got it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so we've got handshakes on one of our sheets over here. Yeah.
It's our first playoff.
Yeah. So Anna and Oscar will qualify to the quarterfinals. So they'll have a nice long break. Quarterfinals don't start until 3 tomorrow, so they'll have a break from now until 3. We'll be able to maybe have an extra cocktail this evening.
Probably
maybe
a couple extra, yeah. Knowing Oscar. he earned it.
Yeah, so it looks
That's
like Vicky just got a little unfortunate on her double attempt there. She dead jammed it and gave up a steal. So
it makes it 5-4.
5-4 heading into 7.
And Mike, what are we
But
seeing
the best
there?
part of that is we've got a
Power play.
Kat, were you up at the Canadians when they lost all power?
Oh,
no.
my God.
Oh, talk about that.
Oh, it was one of the wildest experiences. So we got there we went Thursday night, and a lot of teams came in Friday morning.
Let's go,
Okay.
Leinenkugels.
We got in just in time. Like, the roads are starting to get bad, but later that night, they closed the highways because a huge storm came in.
Yeah.
And so we ended up playing our first 2 games. Won our first 2,
Yeah.
but there were still teams who hadn't made it in yet.
Yeah.
So some teams were like losing their games and then coming back. So what happened was, like, literally, this is crazy. Our first game, we played someone our first game who lived in Portage.
Yeah.
And that same morning, on his way to the rink, it was so icy that not only did he slide into the ditch, but he hit another car that was already in the ditch.
Who was that?
Some local from Portage.
That's insane.
So anyways, lost all. Finally, while we were playing, the power kept going on and off. It would shut off for 4 seconds while you're playing and then come back on.
Yeah.
So one time, Chris was throwing, and he was throwing a peel.
Oh,
and he was
no.
almost at the hog line. All of a sudden, power go out for 4 seconds, and all of a sudden it came back on, and he was 3/4 way down the ice, laying over the rock, huddled in the child's position. It was one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen.
I thought you were going to say, it hit something and there were rocks everywhere,
Yeah.
4 sheets over.
I mean, it was kind of dangerous, but
Oh, yeah.
we were trying to get the spiel going. So later that night, the power finally just completely shut down.
Yeah.
And it was out for, goodness,
It's like a day and a half, right?
yeah, almost
2 days.
So it got to the point where they're just the ice, they didn't have a backup generator.
yeah,
The ice
it was
started to melt.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, we got to cancel the spiel.
Yeah.
So anyone who was stuck in Winnipeg ended up going home, but we couldn't still go anywhere because
Right.
the highways were still closed.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any heat, no light, not really any food because they couldn't cook anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we ended up literally
No internet.
100 of us.
Yeah.
No internet. There was no service in the building, so you always, because there's a tin roof, so you always use Wi-Fi. Well, there's no Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, yeah.
So guys are outside in the snow trying to get some service to tell their girlfriends and wives that they're okay.
Man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
You guys played in the Can-Am, right?
Yeah,
the women's
yeah.
side?
So we were
Work okay?
the following weekend, and we were pretty nervous that they were gonna have the ice ready. It was touch and go for a little bit, and the ice maker actually said that we maybe should have canceled the event as well. But I'm glad that they kept it going because they did get it together. But it was really warm in there. Not all of the compressors, generators were working properly. They didn't have full power back, so they had to alternate between their machinery, and so the ice temperature was pretty warm. So it was extremely fast. It was about a 16.5 to the tee line, and super greasy, so it was hard to
need an
hard
anchor.
to sweep on. But they did a lot.
Just kind of cough falling out of the hack.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough going there for a bit. I felt bad
Yeah,
for Greg because he was doing everything he could, but like he said, the ice was 2 degrees above melting, so
Wow.
He was really just
That's
trying
insane.
to save it
Yeah.
at
Well,
that point.
he said like the power came on like literally just in time, like an hour later,
And they
and
were-
the next
no
weekend
chance.
would have been no chance.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
the
there was-
problem was the paint started melting and shifting,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they had to
Oh.
redo that as well, which is just a big job. Yeah.
So Trudeau made an announcement saying that the state of Portage they were in a state of emergency. There were some
okay.
houses that didn't have power for 8 days.
Wow.
The entire
Wow.
city of 25,000 people was down.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yep.
So it's interesting. Like even guys like Benny and Ryan Fry and Kevin Cooey, who've been around for ages, said that they've never seen anything like
nothing
it.
like that.
How many teams are in that spiel?
Good shot by
It's
Magnus.
32. I don't know if the men's were full.
You were close, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice
Okay,
shot
so
by
it's-
Magnus.
You might have a 28. We definitely women's usually always fills out to the 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
They could still get a big
So
number here.
They're thinking, they don't know for sure, but obviously they had like $70-some thousand of prize money. So what they did was they get everyone their entry fees back, but I heard that there's a chance that they might like throw the prize purse from last year to this
To this next
following
season.
year.
Yeah.
Carry it over.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like
We're
a
down with
skins,
that.
a skin sponsor.
Skins
They just
sponsor.
carry it over.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea. Let's just play skins.
They still have the TSN skins game?
Yeah,
Or did that
Shannon
go
had
away?
that last year.
Yeah, they had it last year. They usually take a while to announce it. They don't announce until December usually. But yeah, it's a fantastic event. We were lucky enough to get invited last year, and I mean it's beautiful. You stay in a gorgeous hotel in Banff, and a lot of family and friends come out just because it's such a light schedule. So we actually do get to
Kinda hang around.
enjoy the town as well. So
It's gorgeous,
yeah,
by
it's
the
a
way.
fantastic
For anyone who
event.
hasn't
Yeah.
been to Banff, Canmore, anywhere on there is unreal. Johnny lives there in Canmore. He's got a place in Canmore.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Do you have a lot of like sponsor commitments when you go to events like that? Do you have to go like do meet and greets, or do you have to do, I don't know, or do you get to just kind of hang out with friends and family and kind of enjoy the event more so than
Yeah, I mean that
being
one's
beholden to sponsors?
that one specifically. There's usually there was a sponsor kind of evening where they had a couple of the event sponsors come out, and it's just
Kind of a meet and greet.
casual food and drink. Yeah, but other than that, there's not a lot of commitments for the teams. Certain events like the Canada Cup, Scotty's Briar, you have a
Right.
little bit more to uphold in that sense. You do autograph signings,
Yep.
and I don't even know what.
You got to go to the
call them.
patch, right?
You gotta go to the patch and answer a couple
Mandatory.
questions for the crowd and that kind of thing.
Nice.
But usually they try to schedule it on a day where you're only playing one game, so it's
That's
not
cool.
too bad, and it's a long week, so there's a lot of time for rest
Yeah.
on other days as well. So yeah.
Nice.
So it looked like he tried to make the double and kind of jammed it, but rolled it underneath his own red, which actually kind of worked out for him, I think. I can't. It looks like red shot. Can you see there?
It's real close. It looks
Really
red to me.
close. It looks like red, yeah.
Okay. So that turned out to be an okay shot.
Good luck measuring that if they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Measure.
The old
Okay.
broom measure.
Yeah.
Looks like on sheet 3,
Is that a draw for 2?
oh, so they, I thought they had hit and stuck over.
Yellow,
Oh, then
I think
okay.
yellow is shot there.
They
right?
must think red is shot because they're
Oh,
coming
trying
in
to
to
move
dig it.
Looks like they're trying to move it a touch. She's got a lot of weight here. Don't know if it's gonna come over.
They did.
Oh, good
We're
shot.
talking
on There we go.
Great shot. Yeah, sorry, on 3.
No, that's all
Great,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, great shot there. So they pick up a deuce and lead it going into lead it by a 5-4 score going into the 8th end.
Alright, if we go back to sheet 4, not 100% sure what they've opted to play here. Looks like they're hitting and removing the
Yeah,
yellow.
I guess they're just gonna
Get rid of everything.
hit outside.
Yeah,
Hit the
same
outside
if-
of theirs.
They can nose it and probably be in a decent spot.
Takes away any chance of them yellow getting 2.
Yeah, exactly. Tied up with Hammer coming home is a great spot to be in.
All right, hers curled a little bit. She was like here.
Good shot.
So it'll be an interesting one coming home for us on our feature sheet.
Now, do Magnus and them have a hammer or power play left, or did both teams use it?
No, both teams have used
it,
their
yeah.
power play.
Okay.
Yeah.
On sheet 3, we have the power play, John Morris. there it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, I needed to wait for
No,
you.
that's all right.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I saw it. I heard you. We can work as a team.
Just like, hurry up, come on.
Shannon, I assume you are straight into the Manitoba Scotties. You don't have to qualify.
Yeah, we qualified.
Or qualified by
based
winning
off
something
of,
already, or points.
Yeah, we qualified based off of last year's points.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, in Manitoba we have a spot that's awarded to the previous year's CTRS top point holder.
Got it.
And Team Fleury is also qualified as a returning champion.
Oh, okay.
Every other spot is still up for grabs. I believe there is still a year-to-date CTRS spot.
Okay.
And then everything else is decided through either Birth Bonspiels or regionals.
Got it.
So that would be in December.
That's a 10-team field? Is that right?
Our provincials is 12.
12?
12. It was 16. It's gone down to 12 this year.
Get this, what the men's is like?
The men's is 32.
32.
At provincials.
At provincials.
And it's like it's a modified double knockout. So yeah, you get down to a certain number of teams and then it resets and you have another 2 lives and then you get down to the actual top 4.
That's bananas.
And then it's just page playoff from there. But it's
So
pretty.
are they doing still though the regional playoffs and all of those steps as well, or is it
For the men, yeah, they have a lot more spots available in the regionals, and then there's point spots awarded as well, and then there's a couple kind of last chance wild card spots that get awarded through the Manitoba Open Bonspiel, which is
Used to be the MCA.
used to be the MCA, so usually gets. I mean, in the past has been like over 300 teams in this event.
Do you play in the MCA, Kat?
No.
No, never?
Never.
Got
No,
it.
I've heard a lot of stories about it though, so I kind of want to one day.
It's a fun spiel. I've played in it
Nice.
Because they do allow women to play in it now.
Yeah, it's just a couple years ago that they did that?
Yeah, just a few years ago, but it's fun. I mean, my family always puts a couple teams in. My brother's.
That's awesome.
My brother plays. My dad usually puts like an 8-man team in, and in order to qualify for a spot, you have to you can't really have spares up until a certain point in the event. Like you have to have your team that you're going to be playing with in provincials, and at that point, it's really the team that gets the furthest in the Bonspiel wins the highest event. That would get a spot to provincials that hasn't already qualified.
Got it.
If that makes sense. It's very confusing, but every club in the city gets used. It's a pretty fun event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kat, you're into Saskatchewan?
We should, there's.
Briar.
We should get a CTRS spot just from
Okay.
the amount of points we have there. Yeah. They're thinking actually next year, so we don't really play any of the Saskatchewan curling tour events just because we have enough. But they're thinking that they're gonna kind of take away that CTRS and force you to have to play
in the
a
Saskatchewan
SAS tour.
Got it.
So
is that to try and grow a little more?
yeah, I guess
back
like
in Saskatchewan.
it's a little unfortunate for us.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of the time they're during some of our big events, slams and stuff. So we don't really want to have to skip a slam to go to that. But yeah, I mean they got to do what they got to do to, get some of the teams there, the bigger teams there, right? Because it's hurting a little bit in Saskatchewan for teams, right?
Sure.
Now, so.
The men's tour used to have a spiel in Saskatoon, right?
Yeah,
Would
so
they
in
bring that back maybe?
Saskatoon had, but that wasn't a qualifying event. That was just a regular
just
World
for
Curling
points.
Tour.
Okay.
Yeah, they have it again this year.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah. If we don't make Canada Cup, we'll be going to that.
Okay.
Oh.
That was unfortunate. Just a little
Wow,
bit
that
heavy
was
there, I
really
think.
close.
vet ikke om vi vil ta den i det hele tatt, det.
Magnus and Kristen sitting pretty good right now to
Ja, dra.
the hammer. Coming home here.
Full 12. Side by side med den røde.
Yeah, they're sitting two.
Gå outeren.
Big
Gonna
shot.
get
Guards
rid
up
of
there.
his guards
They get
here.
Yeah.
Have you guys had some Leinies this weekend? I hope so. They're our title sponsor.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah. It was required. It was,
Good.
It was in your welcome bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
I have dabbled into those.
Good. Good for you.
And we'll be starting again soon.
So if we look
I don't know
over-
if we can get you a Caesar, but I can work on it if you need one.
Oh my God, would I love
I would love a Caesar.
That'd be great.
Oh.
Thanks for mentioning that, Mike. We all feel bad.
Round of Caesars. Can we get a
They're
deal?
not quite-
Can we get a deal dash round of Caesars at the broadcast table?
Fantastic.
Yeah. You can get Clamato juice here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you can. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can run to the store and take care of all of us. Shouldn't take
I
too long.
actually, this is funny. I lived in Hawaii for 6 months. I did a study
Really?
abroad there back when I was in the off season of football, and I couldn't find clam, and it was killing me.
No.
So one of my girlfriends, she secretly shipped an entire
one of
box
them.
of.
One of your
One
girlfriends.
of them. There were many. One of them.
I wanted to make it sound like it wasn't my girlfriend. She was just a girlfriend.
A friend.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
that
it.
girl.
Yeah.
A friend.
A friend.
We got
Just
it.
a friend.
We got it.
She shipped a full thing of Clamato juice from Regina, Saskatchewan to Hawaii. I think it
That's
cost her like
$800.
$70. Yeah,
Yeah.
70 some dollars, which is like So.
But Canadian, so really.
So really, it's like $5 American.
But it was also then the most delicious
Oh.
Caesar that you'd ever
Oh
had.
my
in your
God!
life.
I enjoyed every single sip of it.
So just if we look over at sheet 3 here, it looks like we got pretty pressure shot here. Clancy's got a freeze to that one in the 4-foot.
Yeah. John and them
make
just
it pretty perfect.
They just
Yeah.
need a deuce for the win, so she's got to make a good freeze here.
Do we know that? Nobody
Yeah,
hung,
I don't think
nobody
they-
hung 7, but
Because they got a deuce in.
got it.
Right, so I think they're down 1.
Looks pretty
Looks
good.
close.
Clancy and Patrick are a couple. Is that right?
I don't
No?
believe.
No.
They're
Okay.
making it.
I don't know.
I'm not 100%.
I don't want to start rumors.
Oh.
Okay, so just got to take it out for the win.
Yeah, I don't. They weren't really sweeping
weren't
that.
really sweeping
I'm
that,
not
yeah.
too sure why.
They waiting for the line?
Waiting for the line, I
They
think.
could have
Flat.
been waiting for line,
Yeah.
but they might have been able to get it there if they did some
If they kept sweeping.
directional
Yeah.
sweeping.
Flat
Yeah.
slide path.
Yeah.
A lot of reds in there in sheet 4.
Yeah.
There are. And those guards up
Gonna have
front
to make
aren't
something
helping
happen.
No.
Chris and Vicky at all. So tied up game. I mean, do they just try and get in there, sit at the back of the button, and
I think they got to get rid of that top button.
top-
one.
top
think-
red? I think
Yeah, I
you can get
think-
to it through the
I don't even
inner,
know if you
can't
like.
Well, I think they can. They come off the side one there. It's pretty
But
thin.
are they going to be
but
shot? It's going to be close.
Not gonna be shot, but they've got 2 rocks left, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they
we
have
could
2
turn
left.
the volume up and listen to him. But
All right, so that looks like it's game on sheet 3.
yeah. So
Morris
Jolene and John
Campbell.
will Campbell and Morris will will advance over the Grandy Jansen rink. That's your second day qualifier. John can cook you a super nice dinner tonight since he doesn't have to play later.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to be
They
using
get,
him
like,
for all he's worth, that's for sure.
Normal?
I think you gotta throw it kind of hard.
Yeah, I think about there.
I think he said he was going to make a homemade soup this afternoon, too, didn't he? Is that what
Yeah.
he said, Chad?
That's
sounds
what
good.
Joe
All right.
said.
Well,
So
I believe you invited all of us over there. Kat,
Everyone's
so-
invited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again,
I'll-
not my house, but you can all come.
I'll be there. I'll stop by.
Yeah.
We did buy some homemade Wisconsin gin,
Oh, that's
Mhm.
yeah.
and we have some spotted cow beers.
Get off,
Yeah.
get off, get off, get off, get off.
Oh, this is close. Nice
Which are-
shot.
Nice
Oh.
shot.
Really nice.
Spotted cow's good. Not as good as Leine's.
Not as good.
Not as good as Leine's.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with
It's
that.
like you had to play for
Jeg ville jo
air,
gjerne at det ble
basically.
liggende akkurat der.
Thanks to our sponsors while we're waiting for this next shot. Baker Tilly
Ja.
for your accounting needs. Parkside Pub here in McFarland, Wisconsin.
Vil jeg
And
vann?
Village Smile Care out in Mount Horeb. I still want to say McFarland. It's
Yeah.
not there. It's not there.
Go to the Trollway.
Yep, go to the Trollway. Check them out. See what Magnus can do here.
Vann?
Looks like they indicated just the nose, but I think the
Aldri.
best option might be to
Kjeft,
try
altså,
and get a
greit.
little bit
Ja, det må jo
tucked
bli da.
under.
Tucked under.
Guards
Gotta
there.
Yep.
So you don't want to give. Oh, just
As long as they don't allow them to get under.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it's just here.
Let's see what the eraser can come up with on this
You don't
one.
even have to throw board, honestly. You could throw just hack.
What you guys do in the off season? Kat, you golfer?
Board's probably easiest.
Love golfing, yeah.
Yeah, Shan?
I go to the lake and
If it's hanging big,
hit the gym.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
just let me know and we'll.
I like the lake.
Oh, Johnny's already talking about the supper club tonight, so.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
He's been talking about that
Yes.
all week.
Still hold board.
Yeah.
Toby.
So
that's-
explain a supper
I
club, the
think
supper
an inch
club to
off,
us.
yeah.
Oh, supper club is kind of, it's hard to explain. It's kind of
It's purely
just,
Wisconsin.
just
it
real,
really is.
real homey, just super comfort food. Kind of, I'm not going to call it dingy. It's usually, you know, dark, real cozy.
All
Like
open?
Toby's the ceilings might be like 7.5 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real tucked in there.
Girl.
Oh,
Really good.
That's a pretty
Pretty
nice
good.
shot.
That's a great shot.
If
Nice
you can
shot by
imagine
Vicky.
when we used to be able to smoke in a restaurant, there'd probably be a good 2-foot layer of smoke hanging from the ceiling.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah.
I mean,
Good try.
The old
it's
days.
supper club. Just,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it looked
comfort
like it was-
food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
real
times.
cozy. Yeah.
To be honest, when you walk in, typically you're not expecting it to be amazing food, and it is.
But it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to Toby's, you're gonna have some good food.
Yeah, well,
right.
Johnny wants some walleye,
And
so that's
and
what he's
have,
been talking
have an
about.
old fashioned. You
Yeah,
gotta
okay.
have an
Yeah.
old
Love
fashioned
old
if you go.
fashions.
Yeah. All right.
Can we get an old fashioned and a Caesar to the broadcast
Yeah.
booth?
Oh yeah.
So what she got? About a half, 2/3 of a rock, half a rock?
Probably. I'm assuming they're
Or is
just
she
gonna
gonna
play the pick.
draw?
I'm thinking she's doing the wide draw.
I think she's doing the draw.
She's set for an intern though.
Find out.
She might be able to come
Definitely
back
can
for
just
it.
pick it though. So.
Yeah.
Oh, throwing
That
that.
looks like a
we're-
pick.
We're picking it.
Yeah.
It's on it right away.
Looks good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Stays off the center line. She should be just fine.
Nice shot.
Very nice shot.
That'll do it.
Yep.
So Kristen and
lineup.
Magnus advance to the quarters tomorrow. Chris and Vicky will live to play another day. They'll probably be on the ice again tonight. As well, the two great curlers gracious enough to join us for the broadcast today. Good luck to you, Shannon, Kat.
you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely.
No, thanks
Yeah.
for joining
You
us.
bet.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun at the supper club.
Yeah. Enjoy the
Yeah.
supper club. Enjoy the curling club. We'll see you here. You gonna be here tonight for karaoke?
I will be here for karaoke.
we will.
Yes.
We need to
Yes.
defend our title
Find-
of last year.
Yes. All right. All right. Well, one last shout out to our sponsors. Thanks, Leinenkugels, for being our title sponsor again. Second year of the Madtown Doubledown here from Madison, Wisconsin. Sheet sponsor Baker Tilly, Parkside Pub, Village Smile Care. I'm Mike McDermott. Was joined by Sydney Schmoose, Angie Montgomery, Kat Schneider, Shannon Burchard. We're out of here. We'll be back in a little while for another draw. See ya. Oh.